Good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're back for some more of the Foreverlocke challenge here in Pokemon Gold version. Um, Hope you're all keeping well today. I am keeping relatively well today. I have my coffee, of course, so I'm feeling pretty good here. Um, we've gone and gotten the team all leveled up. I decided to shoot for 34-ish, 35-ish for some of our stronger guys. I thought that this would be a good spot to get them to. It's right on par with Price's Ace, but it's at least as far as our main guys here, that it's technically weaker than Jasmine, so I don't think it was too far up. I guess I can give you guys a quick little I don't know, I guess I can just show you real quick. I have a place in Johto that I love to grind. It's like my favorite place to grind in the entire game, and it's right down here. Right down here is exactly where I love to grind. It's those Stantlers that show up here give like insane XP. So like sometimes I just feel like I can just like get like really good XP out of just like literally grinding here. So yeah, like these Stantlers are kind of insane, but anyways, that all aside. Oh hey Secret Boss Sauce, how's it going? Does the Hoppip evolve? No, it does not. Our fully evolved Pokemon on this team are Feraligatr, Beedrill, and Steelix. So yeah, no, it's just a Togetic, just a Metapod, just a Hoppip. So no, sadly we will not get a Skiploom or a Jumpluff. Yeah, very tragic indeed. But anyway, back to Mahogany. We got stuff to do over there. But yeah, so today we're going to be taking on the Team Rocket Hideout, and then hopefully afterwards taking on Price's Gym. So yeah, we already technically started a little bit of the Rocket Hideout, but we did not finish it. We just came here to get a Pokemon encounter, so yeah. SBS says fire is very bad for this team. I mean, we've got the Feraligatr at least. The Feraligatr is at least something that can deal with that. Luckily for us. Espionator's here to lurk. Thanks for the lurk there, Espionator. Appreciate it. Yeah, we've got the counter, and plus, although obviously Steelix is weak to fire, at least if it does get a ground move off, then it can, it can do some damage there. So, but you are correct. The team is a little bit weak to fire. That is true. Fire bad. Good morning, Milo. Good to see you. How's it going today, Milo? And everybody else as well. How's SBS doing? Alright, Zubat. Alright, Reptile hits 35, that's pretty cool. Let's go into, how about Scramble? SBS is fine. Hey, that's good to hear. That's all we can ask for, right? Milo says it's going alright. I only have half a day of work and then I'm off to the eye doctor. Ooh, fun stuff. Are you gonna go get some new glasses or something? I don't know if you wear glasses already or not, but it's worth asking. That is all that I know of to do at the eye doctor is get new glasses. Which, speaking of which, I definitely need some new glasses. I love my current glasses. They're like exactly what I want. I don't want a different kind of glasses, but I could probably use a new one because my lenses are kind of jacked up. I have a really terrible habit of like letting my glasses get like really like funky, like they get like marks on the lenses that I just like cannot get off. I don't know how I manage it. I do it every time. Every single time I get a new pair of glasses, like after a month, they're just completely like disgusting and like lame. But yeah, I should probably go and hit the eye doctor soon and get a new pair. Although I don't have insurance for many things, but that just happens to be one thing I do actually have insurance for, so I can go and get a new pair of glasses if I need to. But I digress. I am much too lazy and somewhat antisocial, so I have no desire to make that a huge priority. I can power through the smudgy glasses. Alright. Nice having a Feraligatr on the squad, I gotta say. I am quite pleased. I'm happy we were able to get Reptile into the Feraligatr mode, which is very cool. I honestly think this is a solid team. I don't think it's quite as solid as, say, our previous team, the one that we had in Pokemon Red. But it's a pretty good one, right? Like we got Feraligatr and Steelix, which are of course quite good. Beedrill's a little bit like fragile, right? It's a Beedrill, but it hits hard. It hits really hard with that Sludge Bomb, which is really cool. And then like Togetic is technically fully evolved in this gen, so like it's a little bit fragile, but it does okay, right? It does okay. So like obviously the Hop Hip and the Metapod just kind of chill, but yeah, like between like the main four that we're using here, like I actually think that this is a pretty solid squad. It is not bad. It is not bad at all. I can work with it. I feel like I maybe made Feraligatr a little bit too small in the layout. Like maybe I should make him a little bit bigger, but I will do that later. I thought about that yesterday too, and then I don't know, I guess it just didn't cross my mind later on. I'm also wondering if maybe I made Steelix a little bit too big. For those of you who are curious, I made all of these little portraits or whatever. I like sized them and spaced them and all that stuff. I did that like ages ago, so like sometimes I'll see stuff like where like, oh yeah, like Togetic is like kind of big, and you know, Beedrill is about the size that I would have wanted it to be. But yeah, Feraligatr looks a little small, Togetic looks a little big, Steelix looks a little big. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know. I could probably go in and adjust a couple of them if I wanted to, but I don't know. Unless it really bothers me, I usually don't. He's good enough, I suppose. Alright, another Rocket Grunt. Go figure. Give it the Icy Wind there, Reptile. And yeah, it's crazy. This playthrough is going by so ridiculously quick. It's kind of absurd. Granted, having that Mew we had was, you know, pretty... definitely a factor as to how we were able to progress through this game so damn quickly. But what I was gonna say is, like, if things go well and we stream for about the typical stream length today, we could probably have tomorrow be... tomorrow might actually be, like, the finale for Gold, which is crazy because this is only the... what, the 5th session? Right? Or 4th session. This is the 4th session. Tomorrow will be the 5th session, right? I don't know. I don't know how to count. But either way, it'll be a very, like, assuming that, of course, we don't lose, you know, sometime between now and the end of tomorrow, it will make it the shortest, it would become the shortest victorious playthrough that we've done on the Foreverlocke challenge, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, we just absolutely blasted through Gold. Kind of insane. Not even a full week. Honestly, I don't even see it, even if we dawdled as much as possible, I don't even see us going a full 7 days on this one, which is, yeah, it's kind of insane. It's kind of insane. Not that I mind. Not that I mind. I'm actually really excited to get to Gen 3 again, so looking forward to that. Not that there's anything wrong with Gen 2, of course. I love Gen 2, but it's been a minute since we've been to Gen 3, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what you guys vote for Gen 3, because it's gonna be the first playthrough for this round of the Foreverlocke challenge where we'll actually be voting on which game we play, and there's still a lot of options in Gen 3, so it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Looking forward to it. Give it the Icy Wind. This is the last time we got to fight these stupid goons. The duplicated goons that are all literally the same trainers. With the same dialogue and the same team and the same levels and the same moveset. It's pretty great. It is pretty great. Alright, Zubat. I suppose I should probably switch out from Reptile too. I think Reptile's probably good to go here. We can play with somebody else. Alright. Yeah, here comes Grimer. We'll switch out to, how about Jasmine? I'll say obviously I grinded just a pinch with Jasmine, but I think this is the first time that you guys may have actually seen her like do an action. Well, no, I guess we used her a little bit yesterday for like catching Pokemon and stuff. Whatever. Hey, Pingu, how's it going? Yeah, I saw you right at the last second. I couldn't say anything because I'd already hit the button for the end card. But yeah, I saw you popped in like right at the very last minute there, Pingu. Sorry you missed it. You can always catch the VOD though. All right, Jasmine gets a little bit of points, and then here comes Rattata. How's it going today, Pingu? All right, give it another rock throw. Boom, very good. Yeah, I saw that, Pingu. I saw it. Alright, down the stairs. Hey there, Lance. How's it going? Are you alright? Your Pokemon are hurt and tired. Here, give them some of my medicine. Wonderful. Lids, let's give it our best for Pokemon. You got it. You got it, bucko. Let's head on over here and fight some more goons. You rotten little pest. Rude. Take the drugs, get some hugs. You got it, Pingu. We take them potions and those full restores. Oh dang, I forgot to switch out from Feraligatr. Oopsie. Oopsie poopsie. Well, we will just surf all over this Venonat and then we'll make sure we switch. But yeah, like I was thinking about it, and it's actually a very reasonable possibility that we could finish the Rocket Hideout, which won't take very long. Do Price's Gym, do the Radio Tower, get through Ice Cave, and then fight Claire. I think that's all like actually manageable in today's stream. Like I actually think that we have like enough time to do all of that, which is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. I guess we do also have some encounters to get, so maybe those would eat up some of our time, but still, like, I actually think that that's a reasonable amount of progress. And yeah, if we defeat Claire today, then it's like definitely. I mean, honestly, even if we don't fight Claire today, if we fight Claire tomorrow morning, and then there's nothing else to do after that other than go get go start heading towards the Elite Four. Like I honestly do think, regardless. I think tomorrow's going to be the finale for Gold, which is, again, it's just so crazy. This playthrough just absolutely blew by. It's crazy. I guess it helps when you get 3 badges in yesterday's stream. That'll definitely do it. But yeah, it just sort of, god damn it, I forgot to switch again. Oh my god. Well, I guess I'll Icy Wind this Golbat, and we'll miss like a chump. Yeah, it goes to what I've been saying, is that, like, I think that Johto may actually be the easiest region. Like, I know a lot of people are all like, oh, X and Y is super easy, or Sun and Moon is super easy. Freaking Gold and Silver is really easy. Like, it's actually kind of stupidly easy. Alright, well, Reptile's at level 36. That's pretty nice. But Reptile, you need to take a break, my friend. Let's go with, I want to do Jasmine, yeah. Jasmine wants to come out and play. Hold on, let me just get all my ducks in a row here. Oh my god, did I really just do that? I did do that. Okay. Jasmine out front, Reptile here, and then Spia there. Okay, I can breathe again. Cool. Jasmine, let's go. Hello, Lance. It takes 2 passwords to get into the boss's quarters. Those passwords are known only to a few rockets. That rocket there was very graciously told me so. Lids, let's go get the passwords. You got it, buddy. I already know where they are, but we'll fight as many of these goons as we can. We want those level ups. Let's go. Time to fight the scientist. Scientist Ross. Got the coughing. Oh god, I love the coughing sprite in this game. It's so good. He looks so coy. I really like it. I really like it. What a character. Wish we had Earthquake. It sucks that, yeah, like, I checked. Unfortunately, Steelix does not get Earthquake by level up in this game, which is super lame. We will have to wait until we get the TM for it, which we don't get until the stinking Victory Road. So that's super, super lame. Granted, having Earthquake in the Pokemon League is going to be great, you know, as long as we still have Jasmine by then, of course. But yeah, ooh, yeah, we don't care. Jasmine eats that up. Jasmine eats self-destructs for breakfast, you fool. But yeah, no, having it in the victory, or sorry, Elite Four will be great. But in the meantime, we just have no ground stab, no ground stab, and a very like strong but like inaccurate steel stab move. So kind of lame. Kind of lame. But that's okay. You fool! What are you doing? Jasmine does not care about your shenanigans. Well, alright then. You just self-destruct 2 Coughings. A mere tactical error cost- Yeah, no kidding. No kidding, bucko. Oh, that's funny. Hey girl, how's it going? Do I know the password? Maybe. But no weakling's going to get it. Well, good thing I'm not a weakling. Alright. Rocket Grunt has the Ekans. We got this. Alright, give it the Iron Tail. Why not? Oh yeah, that's why. That's why not. Oh, okay. Well, let's try again, shall we? But you know, Jasmine, the gym leader, will not only land her Iron Tails, but land them through 2 double teams, through 2 double teams and critical hit. But you know, whatever. I could just miss my one Iron Tail. That's fine. That's fine. Definitely still not salty about that. I listened back to that part in the VOD after the fact, and I was some genuine anger. I don't usually get like actually like really heated on stream. I'm usually at least like somewhat like playing to a bit. Hold on, I got the password from her as well. That was like actual anger though. Like I could hear it in my voice when I was listening to it back. Like that was real rage yesterday. I was like actually infuriated. Oh god, it was really funny to hear in post though. Obviously at the time I was super tilted, but like coming at it like from an outsider's perspective is just like, oh, that was actually pretty funny. Good stuff. Such is the life of a Nuzlocke aficionado. Am I right? Of course we missed the Iron Tail. Okay, well you're gonna transform into a Steelix, which is not ideal for us. I guess we'll switch out into Reptile for this one, just because I don't have anything for a Steelix other than Surf. I do that Steelix do be looking good in pink though. A lot of Pokemon look good in pink. More Pokemon should be pink is basically what I'm saying. Okay, bind, that's fine. It's not Gen 1 bind, that's the important part. Alright, and drop the Surf on it. Goodbye. Wonderful. Alright, Mitch goes down. And yeah, this last bozo over here is the one with the second password. The one who yucks at us. Yuck, yuck, yuck. You're challenging me to a battle? Ha, you're nuts, but you have guts. I like that. Wow, this guy's a poet and didn't even know it. If you could beat me, I'll tell you a password to the boss's room. Alright. You got the Eradicate. We got this. We got the Eradicate. Alright, give it the Iron Tail. Come on, Jasmine, you can do it. There you go. There you go, girl. Beautiful. Yuck, 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 you're good. Damn straight I am. Alright, password please. Eradicate tail, beautiful. Pick up a couple items. Ooh, our inventory's full. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. I don't know what it is. For some reason I'm always just like, oh yeah, Johto has like max inventory, right? But nope, it still sucks. It still sucks in Gen 2. Let's see here. I guess, yeah, we can probably toss a couple of things here. The berry, I guess we could just use. There you go. There you go. So now we'll take the dire hit, and what is this other thingy over here? Hopefully something we already have, so we can actually pick it up. Full heal, okay. Alright, how about we get rid of... I guess we get rid of this X attack. Kind of a waste, but whatever. Thank you, thank you. Alright. Let's scurry up to the next portion of the rocket hideout. Ooh, another item. Ice heal. Okay, you know what? That could just stay there. I don't care. I do not give a damn about an ice heal. That is such a seldomly used item. I have zero interest in it. Come up over yonder. Hello. How's it going? Oh, kid, I really like this. I really don't like this, but I must eliminate you. Oh God, I can't read. I can't read. Why do you guys make me play games that I have to read? All right, Rocket Grunt sends out Rattata. Wow. We'll give it the Iron Tail. Okay. And Jasmine hits 35. Very cool. Next up is Zubat. And these Zubats are always really unfortunate. I guess I'll do Scramble. I want to get Spia some action, but Spia does not want to fight other poison types really, so kind of a problem. Alright, give it the Swift there, Scramble. Brilliant. Quite brilliant. Well done, Scramble. Alright, next on the chopping block is a Rattata. Spia can fight that. Spia can drop a Sludge Bomb on a Rattata, no problem. Alright. Ba-boom. Easy. Easy peasy. Alright, I think I'm gonna throw Spia out front. I like Spia. I really like this Beedrill. I hope that we can get this Beedrill into the Hall of Fame. That would be really, really cool. We shall see, we shall see. Alright. Spia's out front, let's go. I think we get Thief over here. Is that right? Pretty sure this is Thief. Yeah, TM46, that's the one. That's definitely Thief. I can verify, I suppose, real fast, but I'm like 90% sure it's been... I think TM46 has always been Thief. Yeah, there it is. There it is, that's the one. Okay, we're gonna have My Chemical Romance come and whine at us. Didn't I tell you that I was going to destroy Team Rocket? Tell me, who was the guy in the cape who used Dragon Pokemon? My Pokemon were no match at all. I don't care that I lost. I could beat it by getting stronger Pokemon. It's what he said to me that bothers me. He told me that I don't love and trust my Pokemon enough. I'm furious that I lost to a bleeding heart like him. Huh, I don't even have time for the likes of you. Okay, bye. SBS says, just putting this out there, you missed a chance to call Togetic Cloud, as in the recipe Cloud Eggs. Ooh, that is a really good name, SBS. You are not wrong. You are not wrong. That's pretty solid. It's also just like kind of a fitting name for a Togetic. It just kind of sounds like something that I don't know, like you'd name a Togetic just like with no theming at all, but like it also works as like a reference, so that's pretty neat. I like it, SBS. If anything happens to Scramble, we've got that in the back pocket for sure. Alright, Rocket Executive. Gotta love the Rocket Executive trainer class, those with absolutely no name or anything, they're just executives. Definitely a good addition to Heart Gold Soul Silver to give them actual names and like unique appearances. Definitely a great addition. Alright, Eradicate, we got that. Get him with a Sludge Bomb. Which after we're done here at the Rocket Hideout, if we head up to the route north of here, we can actually get another TM for Sludge Bomb, which I will definitely go grab because we can presumably teach that to something in a later playthrough, and it's just a good move to have on standby for sure. Swift, very good. Tackle, that's fine. I had like a sort of little jump in my heart where I was like, oh wait a minute, it could self-destruct. Thankfully it didn't, but we're fine. Because yeah, I don't think, unlike Steelix, I'm like 90% sure that Beedrill does not tank a self-destruct. No, I can't let this affect me. I have to inform the others. Yeah. You bounced pretty good there, bucko. Alright, how's it going, Murkrow? The password is Hail Giovanni. Wonderful. Kind of weird that Murkrow of all Pokemon is the Pokemon that like can talk. Apparently, they never do anything with that in the anime, as far as I'm aware of. So it's just weird. Like Chatot, sure, like Chatot does that. Like that makes sense. Obviously Chatot doesn't exist yet, but like Murkrow's not even a parrot. It's not even close to a parrot. So I'm just like, huh. It's an odd choice. An odd choice to add to the lore that apparently Murkrow is capable of mimicking voices. Very unusual. Alright, beautiful. Okay, so I think we gotta fight a couple of goons with Lance. So let's make sure we're ready for that. I think so. I think Spia should be able to take whatever they've got. Hold it right there. We can't have a brat like you on the loose. It's hurtful to T-Rocket's pride, you see. However strong you may be, you can't take both of us at the same time. Sorry, baby, but now get ready to be thrashed. Ooh, and also Lance out here assaulting people with harsh dragon Pokemon once again. Hey, don't be so selfish. Spread the fun around. How's it going, Lance? What? You had an accomplice? Where's your sense of honor? As the interim boss in place of Giovanni, I'll show you how wrong it is to meddle with Team Rocket. The interim boss, huh? And you don't even have a name. Interim boss does not even have a damn name. Alright, Arbok. Not a great matchup for us, but maybe a couple of Swifts will do the trick. With any luck. Okay, yeah. Easy 2-hit KO. Luckily, Spia, like I said, Spia may be really fragile just because it's a Beedrill, but like the attack is good. Like the attack is like actually decent. So yeah, 2-hit KO with a non-stab move is like actually solid. So Murkrow's coming out. We will switch for that one. We will switch out to Scramble for that one. Ooh, look at that Murkrow. So it's a big ol' sprite for it. I'm used to it being very small in the later games. Alright, hit it with the Swift there, Scramble. Okay, good. 2-hit KO. I do prefer those. I prefer 1-hit KOs naturally, but if I don't get a 1-hit KO, 2-hit KO works for me. Beautiful. Murkrow goes down. Alright, what you got left? Gloom? I actually do think that Spia can fight that. Neutral Sludge Bomb should do pretty good. Ba-boom! Wonderful. Alright, Rocket Executive goes down. You really are strong. It's too bad. If you were in Team Rocket, you could become an executive. Yo, where's that choice at? It's actually, do you guys think that they would ever actually make a game where you play as Team Rocket? Probably not, huh? They've kind of built up their image as being like, you've got to be the hero. You can't be the villain. I wonder. That would be really interesting to see, though. The closest they've gotten is that like one time in Heart Gold Soul Silver they let you dress up as a rocket grunt, but I don't see them actually making a game where you can actually be evil. Sorry, Lids, I saw how well you were doing. I just hung back. Now all there is left to do is to turn off that odd radio signal. SBS says play as the team that killed Cubone's mom. I mean, yeah, they did do that. They did do that. This Awkward. Yeah, it is true. It is true. They did do that. I feel like I feel like they don't really even talk about how that's like an actual canonical thing anymore either, because it's like they really don't mention it at all. But it's true. They killed a Pokemon. They like actually killed a Pokemon. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. All right, I'm gonna put Jasmine out just in case these electrodes like explode on us. So I'm just going to use Jasmine to take them out, hopefully relatively quickly. And again, I don't have any freaking ground moves, so probably not as quickly as I would like. These of course would be static encounters that we could catch if we didn't already have an electrode, but we literally have an electrode chilling in the box for like right in this game, so we are not worried about it at all. Yeah, there's a self-destruct. I had a feeling. I had a feeling that this was the right play. So yeah, Jasmine just eats that. No problem. Alright, we could do a little speed up with this, I think. Beautiful. Okay, yeah, we take a little bit of damage, so I guess I'll heal up real fast. But yeah, we can speed up through the 3 back-to-back electrodes, I think. I don't think that you guys will hold that against me. I guess do we need to get like potions? Wait, hold on. Okay, no, I have super potions. Good. Super potion. Very good. That's probably enough. Ba-boom. Okay, cool. We golden.
That odd signal has finally stopped. The lake should be back to normal. You're the hero. Let me thank you on behalf of all of the Pokemon. Oh yes, you should take this. I found it here, but I don't have any need for it.
Hey, I think that's Whirlpool? I think? Yeah, Whirlpool, cool. We got Whirlpool. Fantastic that I probably will actually have to teach something Whirlpool, because we have an encounter that we want to get in in the frickin' Whirl Island, so that's super lame. But it is what it is, I suppose. Is there a move deleter in Gen 2? I don't remember. I actually don't remember if there is. I know there's not one in Gen 1, which is quite egregious, but yeah, I don't remember if they actually added one in Gen 2 or not. Okay, cool. So yeah, let me hit the Pokemon Center real quick. I'll go up north and grab that TM for Sludge Bomb as well, just because that really is just a good TM to have on hand for sure. For sure it is. So yeah, we will go and do that real quick. Oh hey, Dapper Kirby. Thank you. Yeah, I know. I was gonna say I knew that they were there in Blackthorn City in the remakes. I just wasn't sure if it was also there in the originals or not. But yeah, okay, cool. It's in Blackthorn City then. Still good. Good to know. Oh, I didn't fight this guy before. Okay. Well, hello. I guess we're gonna fight this guy. Yeah, it's Camper Spencer. Out here eluding me on my first go-round. Oh, I forgot to switch from Jasmine. Oopsie poopsie. How much does Dragon Breath do? Hey, we take that. Critical hit. Lovely. Alright, Sand Slash. Wow, okay. Okay, Castrongdo. Spia can fight it, I think. I think Spia can just, can drop a couple of Swifts on it and probably do some damage. Hey, not too bad. I guess it is only level 17, so that'll help, but... How is Dapper Kirby today? I hope that you're doing well. Level 35, beautiful. Well done, Spia. Trying to learn Pin Missile? No, we don't care. We don't care about Pin Missile. Sorry, pal. Alright, next up is Zubat. We will send out Scramble. Dapper Kirby says he's doing pretty decent from what I hear. Well, that's good to know. Tell Dapper Kirby I said hi, Dapper Kirby. You goofball. Alright, hopefully the fly one-shots. I think it should. Yeah, we good, we good. Alright, let's come up here and grab Sludge Bomb, which was our objective all along. I was not here to fight random trainers. Hello. I got chased from my post by these thugs in black. They left this behind. It makes me uncomfortable. Could you take it away? Yeah. This dude gets uncomfortable at the sight of TMs. I understand. That guy's also upset about the TMs in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. He's like, what TMs? This is garbage. Anyways, yeah, I guess it's time to pop into Price's gym and grab our 7th gym badge. So that's pretty exciting stuff. Ooh, Scramble might not be the best one to use though. Jasmine should take out a lot of the stuff, and then as far as Price's Piloswine goes, we can definitely hit it with Reptile with no problem. Surf ought to do the trick there. So yeah, I guess we just sort of wing it. We don't really have anything specific to focus on in here, so we just do it. Try and fight some of the trainers if I can, though. And yeah, like I said, we're making good progress here. Really, really good progress. It shouldn't take us too horribly long to do the radio tower either. So yeah, I could very well see us finishing up the radio tower and then just going and fighting Claire today, which would be really, really cool. I would like it. I would like it a lot. Alright, Swine Up goes down. Another one, you say? I'm gonna go into Reptile. Oh, hey, Yumi. Mew... Oh my goodness gracious. Things happened to Yumi. I got very angry. We were fighting Jasmine, and I set up 2 double teams with Mew, thinking, oh, there's no way that Steelix lands an Iron Tail on Mew with 2 double teams up, right? It seems like a sound strategy. Iron Tail has 75% accuracy. Not only did she land the Iron Tail, she crit with the Iron Tail, which, as our friend Dapper Kirby calculated for us, is like a 3% chance of happening. So yeah, that's what happened to the Mew. It's great. It's fantastic. Yeah, it was. I was like quite tilted. So yeah, that's what happened to Mew. But we have, and then hilariously, after losing a Pokemon to Jasmine's Steelix, we replaced it with a Steelix named Jasmine. It's pretty great. It's pretty great. Oh my god, this Endora though. But yeah, how's it going, Yumi? Hope you're having a good day today. Okay, get out of my hair. Get out of my hair, Swine Up. Yeah, stop it with that. I love you, little piggy friend, but I need you to go away right now. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll just stay in with Jasmine, I think. I do believe. Hello. Yumi is meh. I feel that. I feel that. I am also somewhat meh. Somewhat meh. I keep setting my alarm for that time to like an hour before stream and then sleeping through it. I did it again today, so that's a big ol' L. Oh, dang it. No, I shouldn't have stayed in. I forgot. You're a frickin' water type. Okay, but you went for the Aurora Beam like a chump, so that works for me, I guess. Maybe you don't have a water move. Let's see. Going to Spia. Yeah, I played I played Minecraft for like 6 hours yesterday. It was kind of crazy. I don't know why. I was just fiddling with I was fiddling with one of the new Snapchats, and yeah, I just kind of lost track of time yesterday. I played Minecraft for yeah, like 6 hours straight yesterday. It was crazy. It was kind of crazy. I have been in a Minecraft mood. I still haven't checked out the freaking Animal Crossing update. I, for whatever reason, was not feeling it yesterday, and I need to do that. I need to do that. That update seems so cool. I'm excited to try it out. What do I want to fight a cloister with? Oh no, what to fight a cloister with? I guess still just Spia. Hit it with another Sludge Bomb. I like the cloister sprite in Gen 2. Kinda cool looking. Very shiny. Very, very shiny sprite. I like it. Beautiful. Give it another. Yes, indeed, SPS. Ah, Cloister, the weaponized vagina Pokemon. It's true. It's true. It does. It do be looking like that. That reminds me. There's a double battle that they added in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, on the extra route that leads up to the new Safari Zone, where it's just they had to have known what they were doing. It's like a couple. I forget what like the trainer class is actually called, but it's like a romantic couple, right? It's just a dude and his girlfriend. And they have Onyx and Cloister as a pair together. Really? Really? They had to have known what they were doing. There's no way that that's a coincidence. Not a chance. I see you, Game Freak. I see you. Alright. Let's see here. See if I can remember how to navigate this gym puzzle. Yeah, okay. Got it. Wow, that's actually really easy when you like really look at it. Holy cow. Alright, let's fight Price. I think we're ready. I think I'm gonna lead with Spia though. I think that Spia will be able to handle most of what Price has to dish out here. Let's do it.
Pokemon have had many experiences in their lives, just like we do. I too have seen and suffered much in my life. Since I am your elder, let me show you what I mean. I have been with Pokemon since before you were born. I do not lose easily. I, Price, the Winter Trainer, shall demonstrate my power.
Let's go. Gym hype time, baby. This man in his striped shirt. Alright, Seal. Drop the Sludge Bomb. Very good, very good. Goes down in one shot. We love it. Dugong. I think we could stay in. I think we could stay in and just Sludge Bomb the Dugong as well. He does look like a very tiny man, especially if if we were to see him in comparison to his Dugong here, which is absolutely massive. Like, he's really small. Yeah, he's a small little man. Get the poison, very cool. Not that it really factors in too much. Alright, Dugong goes down. Very nice. Alright, and then last is the Piloswine. We send in Reptile. Oh, the piggy! It's very cute. I love Piloswine. As I do, in fact, love pigs in general. Will I one-shot with Surf, I wonder? From this high a level, I might. Wait, he's level 31? I thought he was 34. Oh, man. I may have grossly overestimated the level here. Oops. Yeah, he's only a little bit stronger than Chuck, I guess. And maybe it must be Heart Gold Soul Silver that he has level 34. Crazy. Well, in any case, price goes down. No worries. We got the Glacier Badge. Wahoo! Another gym badge down, baby. Love it. Boom. Gym badge 7. Yeah, 34 in Heart Gold Soul Silver. Got it. Thank you, Dapper Kirby. I always mix it up just because I have definitely played the remakes a lot more than the original, so. Yeah, we get an extra TM16. That's another Icy Wind. So yeah, just have that on deck. And yeah, let's scurry on out of here. Next will be the radio tower event, where we get a lovely call from Professor Elm. Liz, how are things going? I called because something weird is happening with the radio broadcasts. They were talking about Team Rocket. Liz, do you know anything about that? Maybe Team Rocket has returned. No, that just can't be true. Sorry to bug you, take care. Wahoo. Alright, cool. Let's hit the Pokemon Center real quick. And then yeah, we will go and deal with some more Team Rocket shenanigans. Too bad that we don't have the Mew to deal with all their, you know, copious amounts of poison types, but I think we should do just fine. I do believe. Real quick, before we pop on over there, I am going to really quickly go get a refill on coffee. So I will go on standby for just a hot second here, you guys, and I shall return shortly. So yeah, be right back. Okay, I have returned. Thank you all for your patience. Let us do this thing. We will fly on over to the Rocket Hideout. Over in Goldenrod. Alright. I believe we come up over yonder, if I recall correctly. Gotta scale our way through the tower to go and get that basement key, as it were. We've finally taken over the radio tower. Now everyone will get to experience the true terror of Team Rocket. We'll show you how scary we are. I'm very scared. Eradicate. Yeah, man, it really is. It makes me feel a little bit awkward just how freaking low level they are. This happens to me every time I play through Johto though, where like the level scaling is so weird. It's so bizarre in this game. All right, Spia hits 36. I should probably go ahead and switch at this point. Another Raticate. Yeah, Scramble needs to see some action here for sure. Let's go, Scramble. Alright, we'll give it a Swift. Tail Whip, that's fine. Ba-boom. Alright, easy to hit KO. Ooh, Hyper Fang after the Tail Whip, not a fan. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Got a little panicked for a second, but we are Gucci. Alright. Upward to the next floor, but after I put Scramble out front. And I guess at this point I should probably go ahead and give Bliss and or Pippo the experience share. We will do Bliss for now. There you are, my friend. My little bug friend. Haha, how boring. It was far too easy to take over this place. Come on, keep me amused. I'll try. Alright, Arbok. Hit it with the fly. It would be a little spooky if it was Gen 6, but luckily for us. Alright, as long as we don't get a low roll, this should kill. Oop, there's the low roll. Feels bad. Feels bad. Ooh, and we get glared too. That's unfortunate. Alright, but we finish it off regardless. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Alright, let me, I think I should have some paralyzed heals, I believe. Yeah, we got plenty. Plenty of paralyzed heals, so we can heal that up real quick. I think I'll drop a super potion as well. Perfect. Alright, Scramble. Let us proceed. Let's scramble these fools, shall we? We love being evil. That's actually one of one of the things that amuses me the most in games that are like clearly designed for children. Is it's not that they're doing something that you know, benefits them, like, ooh, I want money, or ooh, I want to, you know, I want to steal other people's things that I just want to have. It's that they're specifically trying to be evil. It always tickles me. Just like, you're not just mean. You're trying to be evil. It's great. It's so great. Anyways. Ratata. Pathetic. Pathetic, but at least Scramble should hit level 35 out of this battle. Another Rattata, wow! Wow, that's crazy. Alright, finish that one off as well. And I am going to have my mind blown wide open when I see this guy's next Pokemon. Holy cow, what the heck? He's got a Rattata? This is crazy. Ah, delicious coffee. Delicious, delicious coffee. Alright, Scramble hits 35. Beautiful. Alright. And, yeah, go figure. Another Rattata to finish it out. I guess we just stay in with Scramble, that's fine. It is presumably Scramble's turn at this point. And ba-boom. All 5 Rattatas knocked out. What's an ordeal? I always forget how many goons there actually is in here. I'm always just like, oh, we could just blaze through, but no, like there's like a billion Team Rocket grunts in here. Holy cow. Alright, Zubat. We smack it with the Swift. Ooh, doesn't kill though. Finish it with the Swift. There we go. That will kill. Thank you very much. Alright, and then another Zubat. Dr. Kirby says radio tower is at least probably an hour long, even if Blaze... You really think it's that long? I don't know if it's an hour long, really? I mean, it's... maybe if you, like, fight every trainer, I guess? I don't know, I always considered it to be relatively straightforward. Then again, I guess it's comparable to Silphco, right? And Silphco, if you know what you're doing, is also incredibly quick, so... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That's an interesting point, Dapper Kirby. I guess I'll be curious to see how long it takes us to, yeah, knock out the whole thing. Grimer. Oh, he's so cute. Why is the Grimer so cute? Oh, I love it. I love it. It's so... He's got... I think it's the little hands. The little hands. He's just like, hey, how's it going? I like it. Disable. Alright, let's hit it with Swift instead, because that fly takes too long for not enough payoff there. Sludge, see, if this was Gen 6, that'd be super effective, but it's not. SBS says, looks like Grimer is giving you two thumbs up. Yeah, he does look like that. He's just, oh, that's so cute. Now that you've pointed it out, SBS, it totally does look like he's given two thumbs up. Like he's just like, I hope you have a fantastic day. Okay, bye. Oh, that's wonderful. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. That's adorable. Okay, hit it with another Swift. The Grimer sprites are good. I agree. Honestly, there's not really a bad one in the bunch, is there? You know what Grimer pose I actually really like though, and granted, it has everything to do with nostalgia. I really like that old, I think it was base set Grimer Pokemon card that is, it's just him falling off of the side of like a garbage can or like some sort of cylindrical like canister. I really like that card for Grimer for some reason. It's like when I think of Grimer, like when I think of like if I think of a Grimer trading card, that's what I think of. But also just when I think of Grimer in general, that card comes to mind for me. I couldn't tell you exactly why, but I associate it very greatly with Grimer. Dapper Kirby says, lol, I thought you said lids-tastic, not fantastic. That's my catchphrase. That's my catchphrase. I'm just out here always saying that. That was lids-tastic. OMG, such lids-tastic. Yumi says there's a TCG card that's a close-up of Grimer's face, and it always made me giggle. I think I know the one you're talking about. Doesn't he have like a really derpy expression on too? Obviously, he's got like the derp eyes just by virtue of being a Grimer, but doesn't he also have like just like kind of like a like sort of like expression like with his mouth? I think I know the card you're talking about. In any case, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. There's a lot of really good trading card art. Very good stuff. Speaking of trading cards, I found out that there's an Audino EX card. I posted a picture of it on Twitter. I want like 10 of them. I want like 10 or 20 of them because like, oh my god, it's so stinking cute. It's so stinking cute. I want that card. Honestly, I should just start a collection of all of the Audino cards if I'm real, but yeah, I like the Audino EX. That's so cute. It's so cute. It's like touching its face. It's like my little splash art, my art that I commissioned. It's adorable. It's adorable. Oh hey Star Champ, how's it going? Star Champ says I love the one where Grimer is poking up from the sewer. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I know the that one. That one's like the Rocket set, right? I'm pretty sure that one's from Rocket. Yeah, no, that's a good one too. I know exactly the one you're talking about. Isn't that the one that I'm pretty sure in the Japanese version of it, his eyes are looking upwards towards the girl who's walking by in the background, but they changed it in the international release to have him looking forward because it kind of seemed to imply that he was looking up the little girl's skirt. I'm pretty sure that was a whole thing with that card, if I remember Star Champ. Ooh, geez. Freaking wheezing. That kind of scares me. I'm gonna send out Jasmine just in case it, like, self-destructs. Yumi says one thing the Pokemon TCG does better than the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG is actually credit their artists in the card. Yeah, totally. Yeah, very nice. Very, very nice. A great aspect, for sure. One of the things I've actually always, like, really enjoyed, too, about the Pokemon TCG is, like, I love the variety in art styles, right? Like, there's so many different, like, even beyond just, like, oh, I decided to draw this with a more, you know, realistic style, or I decided to make this look more anime, or, like, chibi, or, like, whatever. Like how Yu-Gi-Oh! Does. But, like, with Pokemon, it's, like, sometimes it's realistic looking, sometimes it's, like, the most cartoony thing you've ever seen. Sometimes it's, like, you know, like, sometimes it's made of clay. Like, there's so much... Yeah, there's the self-destruct. I knew it was coming. Yeah, like, there's so much variety in artwork, and as someone who adores seeing all kinds of different artwork, it makes me very happy to see, like, so much variety there. Very, very cool. The e-reader cards were hilarious, Star Champ. I love the e-reader cards. I used to have a whole bunch of them too. I never used them with the e-reader because who has an e-reader, but yeah, no, very, very, very nice artworks. I remember I had the e-reader Smeargle, and I loved that card because it's just this derpy, chunky looking Smeargle just laying on his side, like, paint me like one of your French girls. It's fantastic. Yumi says, yeah, all the artists have their own style for the Pokemon TCG. It's cool. Yes, it's very, very cool. Like, you can identify certain artists easily just by their art. Admittedly, I would be lying if I said that I, like, knew the cards by their artists, but at the very least, I could appreciate, like, the gorgeous variety and different art styles and representations of our beloved Pokemon creatures. It's quite wonderful. Quite wonderful indeed. What am I doing here? Okay, Magnemite. Alright, okay, cool. So let me switch into, how about... I guess Jasmine? Jasmine doesn't really hit it. Can't really hit it with anything. Yeah, Magnemite kind of walls our team here, doesn't it? I guess Jasmine, just because I don't know what to do. Yumi says, like, all those clay models are by the same artist, and they're still working as an artist for the TCG. That's super cool. Yeah, they've been doing it for a really stinking long time then, because, yeah, they, I remember those clay ones back in, like, the, I guess it would have been the Hoenn days is when I remember it from. I remember there was those really cool ones that were all, it was Ditto, but, like, to look like other Pokemon. So, like, it was a water-type Ditto that looked like a Squirtle, and, like, an electric-type Ditto that looks like a Pikachu, like, that sort of thing. Those cards were the coolest. They were so stinking cool. What a fun idea. Yeah, you have those Dittos? That's cool. I wish I still had... I had a pretty neat collection of Pokemon cards back in the day, and I don't have any of them anymore. It makes me very sad. I think I still have some of, like, the base set ones that I had, but I don't know where they are right now, and two, I wish I had, like, my whole collection, not just the, like, OG cards. I think I just got rid of them because I wasn't doing anything with them, but oh the regret I have nowadays. Yeah, it's the same with my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I told you, I think the other day, Yumi, that I found my deck. The last deck that I ever built and used in Yu-Gi-Oh I still have, but that is all the Yu-Gi-Oh cards I have, which is very, very unfortunate. And I actually had everything pre-GX. I actually had, like, almost complete sets of. So, like, I had, like, all of the early Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Like, in their entirety, so, yeah. It was crazy, but I just got rid of them, like a dummy. like a big old dummy. Okay, this Magnemite's giving us trouble here. I think it's okay to go out into Reptile and just surf at it, because at least that'll do neutral damage. The reason that I had all of them actually was because my uncle was a collector, so he actually had binders in order of set and all that stuff. So the Legend of the Blue Eyes White Dragon, the all the other sets. I don't remember the set names, but I remember the abbreviations like MRD and LOB, all those ones. And yeah, so I had full the complete set. He just gave them to me. He was just like, I'm done collecting. You can have all of them. And I was like, oh, cool. So yeah, I just had the complete full sets, including all of the rares and all that stuff. It was great. It was pretty great. Yeah, let's see here. I'm gonna stay in with Reptile. Another Magnemite. We'll surf at it. Alright, Magnemite goes down. Very cool. You know what cards I do still have, though? Never got rid of them. Still have them. I can actually see them from where I'm at right now. I do still have all of my original Digimon cards. It's quite funny. God, that series never did take off here in the States. Mostly because they broke the game when they translated it over, but I digress. They are very nice to look at, if nothing else. I love that Bandai Digimon artwork. Very, very appealing to look at. StarChamp says, the one good thing about my dad getting into Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the large collection he still has. Oh, that's rad. That's rad, StarChamp. What sort of collection is it? Is it has he continued to collect, or does he just have some of the older cards, or what? Give us the deets. Okay, up the stairs here. Yumi says there's a new Digimon TCG I need to try. Yeah, I heard about that. I heard it's actually kind of taken off, too, which is really, really cool. Really, really, really cool. Dapper Kirby says, I know nothing about the Digimon TCG. How did they break the game? So yeah, it's sort of complicated to explain, Dapper Kirby, but basically what happens is, in the original Japanese version of the trading card game, the points count down. Which, okay, the points count down from, they're kind of like life points, right? So they count down. Well, for whatever reason, when the folks who got the rights for the card game in the States took it, they changed it so that instead of counting down, you earn points that count up. But when they did that, they didn't change any of the card effects. So the card effects still work the same way as if they were, they're essentially, the cards are all balanced around the idea of your points going down, but when the same rules for those cards are applied to a game where your points count up, it completely just absolutely breaks the balancing of the game. There's some cards that just are absolutely busted as a result. So yeah, that's how they broke the game. Very unfortunate indeed. It's a little bit more complicated than that as well. There's some other things that are very odd about it, but yeah, I watched a video on it not too long ago, and it was a very interesting watch for sure. All right, gonna harden, so that's probably not gonna be a 2-hit KO. That's fine. Sable fails, good. Hit it with a Swift. But yeah, supposedly there's a new Digimon trading card game that just came out not too long ago, and it's apparently really, really good. For everyone I've talked to about it says that it's pretty good. So, Starship says kinda. He mainly shifted to Magic when I did, but I know that he's got some Link monsters. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool. I didn't know you ran to Magic, StarChamp. I also like Magic, although I'm a little rusty. I haven't played for a good few sets now. But during freaking I guess it would have been Origins block and the stuff that came after Rise of the Eldrazi. Shadows of Innistrad, Eldritch Moon, that era. I was actually playing regularly around that era for Magic the Gathering. Granted, that was a while ago now, so what can I say? Alright, anyways, focus here, focus. Scramble, go! Alright, hit it with Swift. Sergeant says, same, right before self-quarantine was when I was playing. Ah, cool, cool. I dabbled a little bit with some of the later sets after what I just mentioned, but I was, like, really, really into Magic during like I said, like, Origins block. That was a huge part of my life when that was going on. I did go to, I think the last, like, major release I went to before, like, I started petering off a little bit. I still played, but, like, not that often. The last set that I really, really got into was, like, Kaladesh, and then the one that came after that. I can't freaking remember what it's called right now. It was just, like, another, like, steampunk Kaladesh-esque set. I don't remember, though. Oh, and then Amonkhet, the Egyptian set? Yeah. Yeah, it's all coming back to me. It's been a while. Yeah, I was really into Magic for a good little while there. I still have all my cards. They're actually right behind me. Yeah, fun stuff. Fun stuff. Fight me. Starship says, I just love trading card games, Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic, but my favorite was Chaotic. I know that Chaotic cards exist, but I never got into them. I don't even know what they're about, really. Alright, Scramble. Hit him with a Swift. Oh, I gotta switch that experience share off of Bliss, it just occurred to me. Gotta make sure I do that. Golbat. Jasmine will fight the Golbat. Oh, you started an Amonkhet Star Champ. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, that was a cool set. I like the I like those fancy. I think they were called invocations. I think that's what they were called. The special bordered cards. Yeah, those are really neat. Yumi says Chaotic is interesting because it kind of blurs the line between TCG and sort of tabletop wargame. Oh, that does sound kind of cool, Yumi. That does sound really cool. Dapper Kirby says, when I was like 7, I tried collecting cards from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle TCG. Nice. Nice. I love that there was like a billion trading card games that came out that tried to be the next big thing, and all of them like kind of petered off like that. Starchamp says, oh my god. Starchamp says, I played the Shaolin Showdown and Neopets trading card games. Yo. Talk about a time capsule from the mid-2000s. Holy cow. Yumi says, also the Chaotic TV show is pretty cool. I don't know anything about Chaotic other than I've seen the name. I've seen the like logo for it. That's all I have to reference on that one. Alright, a Grimer. Let's go back into Scramble. I can't unsee the thumbs up now. That's so cute. Fly. Alright, last Swift, so we'll definitely need to hit the Pokemon Center here before too long, but I'm hoping Scramble can hit 36. Not quite. Not quite. We'll probably get one more battle in with a couple of flies and then we'll be golden. Most likely. But yeah, let me pull that experience share off of Bliss and we'll give it to Pippo. Very good. Starship says, would recommend Chaotic show. It's free on Peacock TV. Oh, cool. Hashtag not an ad. Yeah, cool. I'll have to look into it. Is it like a sort of like, is it like a card game show? Like monster collection show? Like, give me the deets. Yumi says, Chaotic did a mean to me. They made a character that's super my aesthetic, but then made her the most vanilla card in the game. She doesn't even have flavor text. Aw, what a shame. What a shame. Oh, it's also on YouTube? Okay, cool, cool. Good to know, good to know. I'll definitely have to check it out. But they collect cards by scanning monsters. I see, I see. So it's, okay. So it's kind of like, okay, yeah. I get the vibe. I get the vibe. Cool. We get burned. That feels bad. I wonder if we'll still level up if we switch. Let me go into Jasmine. And then they become the monsters when they bat. Oh, I see. I see. It's kind of giving me Digimon Frontier vibes now. All right, let's Iron Tail. Get him. Ooh, good damage. Conversion. All right, just hit it with the Dragon Breath now. Starstream says the real dirty Yumi Sparkles is that the card never got a physical release. Oh, I see. What card is it? You want to post? You want to post a picture of the card in question in the Foreverlocke Discord, Yumi? I'd love to see it. I am very curious now. All right, here's the the quote unquote director.
You came to rescue me?
Is that what you were expecting?
Wrong. I am an imposter. I pretended to be the real thing to prepare you for our takeover. Do you want to know where we hid the real director? Sure, I'll tell you, but only if you can beat me.
We gotta get him. We gotta get him. Coughing. Oh, that's right, we're still burned. Oh, that feels bad. Okay, well, we'll switch out to Jasmine just in case this thing decides to self-destruct on us. Oh, in which channel? I guess just general is fine. General is fine, Yumi. Maybe I should make a card game channel on on the Discord. I don't know. Is there enough interest in card games for me to do that? I wonder. I guess I could do that. Just make a TCG channel. That'd be kind of neat. That'd be kind of neat. I feel like we do talk about Yu-Gi-Oh and shit like that quite a bit, so perhaps it would be entirely out of the question. Wonderful. Yeah, let me take a look at that real quick, Yumi. StarChamp says Chaotic was designed to be played IRL, then you could upload the codes printed on them and play online. It was likely the first online card game. Wow, that's super cool. It seems a little bit cheaty because as long as you know the code for the card, you can kind of get whatever card you want in the online version, but it's really cool in principle though, for sure. Aw, so cute. Quador? Is that how you say that? Or Quadore? I don't know. It's very cute though, I like it. Very interesting art style for sure. I like it. Also, that Pokeball up in the top right corner, though. Seems a little sus. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, the codes are randomly generated for each copy. Ooh, okay. So, like, they're basically redeemable only the one time, then. That makes sense. That's cool. That's really cool. I like that. Ooh, we actually land the Iron Tail through the smokescreen. Nice. Nice. Okay, try and finish it off there, Jasmine. There we go. Beautiful. Sergeant says it's pronounced Quaidor. Okay, got it. Quaidor. Got it. Cool. Hey, Scramble hits 36. That's what we love to see. Yubi says, and even multiple copies of the same card have varied stats. Ooh, that's super interesting. Yeah. How neat. How neat. So in that way, it's kind of similar to the Pokemon TCG, where like obviously not every say Beedrill has the same stats on its card. That's cool. I like it. I like it. I'm gonna go out to Reptile. All right, let me drop a Surf on ya. Boom. Not quite enough to kill. Okay, I was a little worried about the explosion or something, but we're good. We're good. Reptile's got this. Alright, just hit it with another surf reptile. You can break through that smoke screen. Yumi says, even in the decks you bought that were... even in the decks you bought, there was a variation to the stats. It was... Wow, that does sound super, like... Yeah, like... That's impressive. Yeah, like how that... Wow. That's a lot of variety there. I have to imagine that printing that game must have been a nightmare, but that's cool. Startramp says, so you could have 2 copies in-game with one version having lower speed but higher power. Oh, how interesting. It almost gives it, like, I don't know, like a sense of, like, RNG to it, right? Because, like, just because you and your opponent had, like, the same cards doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to, you know, equal each other in value as far as, like, being able to be used. That's super interesting to me. That's a fun idea. That's a very fun idea. Kind of, I mean, it reminds me of Pokemon a little bit, just in, like, obviously no 2 Pokemon are the same because their IVs and EVs are different, but yeah, that's super cool. Yeah, I also love card games, so, like, yeah, that kind of stuff is super interesting to me. Very, very neat. Alright, Reptile hits 37. Hippo gets some XP. Alright, here comes Coughing. We'll switch back out into Steelix. I just wanted to get that accuracy thing resolved, so we'll go back out into Steelix here. Yumi says it reflects like scanning the creature at different times, even if it's the exact same instance of that creature. I see. I see. Yeah, it sounds cool. I'll definitely have to look into it. It sounds very, very neat. Sounds very up my alley for sure. Okay, Coughing goes down. Very cool. Jasmine will hit 36. Wonderful. Trying to learn Sandstorm. I want Sandstorm. I don't think I do. Nah, we'll skip it. Do not want Sandstorm. The cartoon is on YouTube and the official Chaotic channel. Cool, cool. Yeah, I'll look into that. I'll look into that. Thank you all for the recommendation. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Sounds very, very neat. Alright, Jasmine, finish it off. Beautiful. Beautiful. Jasmine put her glasses on. She's looking real good. And was able to power through those coughings, no problem. We stashed the real director in the underground warehouse. It's at the far end of the underground. But I doubt you'll get that far. Hey, we got the basement key. Very cool. Alright, let's scurry on down there then, shall we? Yumi says the art style for Season 1 may take some getting used to. Okay, so fair enough. It has something of a controversial art style then, I see. I see. Well then, yeah, I will be looking forward to checking it out for certain. Alright, down into the warehouse we go. Do we have to? I think we have to go up the northern route, if I'm not mistaken. I think the other way is blocked off. So we'll go the northern way. Oop, too far. Right over yonder. Down the stairs. And through the door. StarTamp says the only reason it ended was that 4Kids sued the creators to keep the license and the judge ordered no printings to be done during the lawsuit. Oof. Yeah, I mean, that's one way to kill a series, that's for certain. That's super unfortunate. Of course it would be 4Kids, oh my god. Oh, I forgot to heal. I should go heal real quick. Yeah, of course it would be 4Kids who winds up screwing the pooch on that one. What a shame. What a shame. Yumi says the game was ahead of its time. I feel too. Yeah, what a shame. That I mean, cause like I've like I said, I've heard of it, but you know, I never like really got into it, and then like, you know, eventually it just kind of fell out of the consciousness. So yeah, that's a shame that like, I'm sure like obviously I don't know the full details or anything like that, but I'm sure that if there was like a lawsuit where 4Kids basically resulted in there not being any cards printed for a good while. I'm sure that could have totally screwed any potential that game had to like take off, right? Like that's so unfortunate. StarTrip says it ended when 4Kids declared bankruptcy in 2017, and the creators have hinted at a reboot. Oh, I see, I see. That would be cool. Then COVID happened. Yeah, I mean, that's unfortunate. But I guess if that Digimon card game proves anything, is that COVID doesn't necessarily have to mean that a card game can't succeed. Like I said, I've been hearing a lot of really good things about that about the Digimon card game. So who knows? Maybe it could take off. Also, we got to fight My Chemical Romance, and I forgot. Hold it! I saw you, so I tailed you. I don't need you underfoot while I take care of my Team Rocket. Wait a second, you beat me before, didn't you? That was just a fluke. But I will pay my debts. Let's go. Let's go, MCR. Golbat. Alright, let's fly. Yumi says the cartoon literally had characters carry scanners specifically for the chaotic game. These scanners would effectively, these scanners being effectively cameras and video phones, and it's really just something that could easily just be an app on a smartphone, as almost everyone carries those now, but didn't at the time. Interesting, yeah. I mean, it's definitely like the type of series that has like a lot of potential to get modernized. That would be cool. Yeah, that would be really, really cool. Ooh, Confuse Ray. That's unfortunate. StarTrip says, I know it won't be the same, but I'll be happy if it comes back. Yeah, heck yeah. I would definitely look into, if it did get like a proper reboot, I would definitely look into it. That sounds super cool. Maybe a reboot without 4Kids involved too would be appreciated. Okay, the Golbat's kind of giving us the business here. I'm gonna switch out to Jasmine. I'm not trying to lose Scramble right now. Alright, Rock Throw. Oh, God, another Confuse Ray. Okay. Okay, Silver, I see how it is. Yumi says, and the way that the scanning and stuff works, it could also work as a mobile game akin to Pokemon Go with augmented reality and stuff. Oh, heck yeah. I'm sure that would work. I'm sure that would work. That would be really neat. It kind of actually blows my mind that there's not a whole lot of games that are similar to Pokemon Go. I know that that's like that sort of mechanic seems to be like Niantic's like bread and butter, but like I'm surprised there's not more games that kind of do that sort of thing. Just like games you like play by walking around and interacting with other folks. I don't know. Seems like it has potential. Just heal Togetic real quick, and then I think I'm going to switch back out to Togetic, because this Confuse Ray is driving me crazy. Okay, fly. Damn it. Oh my god, he's just spamming it, isn't he? Okay, well, hopefully Scramble can break through again. Come on, Scramble, you got this. Confuse no more, beautiful. Scramble is done with your shit. Oh my god, you lived. Oh my god. There it is, wow. Starchamp says, Harry Potter tried, Minecraft and Pikmin have them now, but that's not a lot. Yeah, no, it's not a lot. It's not a lot. Like, I feel like there's, like, potential there, right? Like, Pokemon Go freaking absolutely took off because freaking Pokemon, but, like, I don't know, like, don't you guys think that, like, someone could make, like, a monster collecting game in a similar vein to, like, Pokemon? Or, like, even, like, a trading card, like, not trading card game per se, but, like, you know, collectible creatures and or like beings with stats that you like interact with other people in the real world and like battle with or like, you know, duel with or what have you. Like there's so much potential there. I think there's a lot of potential there. But I don't know. We'll see. Magnemite again, huh? I'm gonna go out to Reptile. Daft Kirby says, although Pokemon Go did kind of die super hard after like a year, it sure made I mean, die is a strong word, Dapper Kirby. Pokemon Go still makes Nintendo and Niantic a ridiculous amount of money, even now. It's still going. It's still going, like, pretty strong. Obviously, it's not, like, booming like it was when it first came out, but, like, it still makes a ridiculous amount of money. And yeah, I still play Pokemon Go too, Yumi. Yumi says, gotta have the right game for it. Chaotic seems perfect for it. The cartoon literally has the characters go out in the world and walk around to find creatures to scan. Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. Okay, this paralysis drove me crazy. Yeah, I think, yeah, there's potential there for certain. For certain, I think that there is potential there. Okay, stop thundershocking me. Okay, let me heal up real fast. I have that hyper potion I think I'm gonna use. It would be cool to see other series. Honestly, yo, Digimon though, if they did Digimon Pokemon Go, or like Digimon Go, I guess you could say, I would pop off for that. I would actually pop off for that. Like an actual like proper licensed, because there's plenty of like garbage, like, you know, fake Digimon games or whatever out there. But like if they made like a good, real like name brand official Digimon like collector like walk around interact game, I would absolutely play that. That sounds amazing. Yu-Gi-Oh time, baby. I mean, they've got like Duel Links or whatever, but that's obviously not like a walking around kind of game. That would be kind of cool though. Like your smartphone is your duel disc, so you just like you can battle people like IRL just with your cards on your phone. That's kind of that'd be a fun idea. Maybe Duel Links already has something like that. Maybe I'm just unaware, but I digress. Pippo hits 36. Alright, Meganium is coming out. Let's see. Who wants to fight Meganium? Scramble does. Scramble will fight... Oh, I should have gone into Beedrill, actually. The Sludge Bomb probably would have done the trick, but I guess Scramble can fight it, too. Reflect. Okay, that's unfortunate. That's rather unfortunate. How much damage? Probably not a lot. It's really defensive. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. A Sweet Kiss. Body Slam. Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad. StarChamp says, so there were two toys I got mixed up as a kid. The first was scanners. I don't think I've ever heard of that. I don't think so. Hit yourself. Beautiful. Okay, Reflect faded. Let's Swift here. Okay, no, I was hoping he'd go for another Reflect, and then I could Encore him into it, but it is not so, unfortunately. All right, let me heal up real quick. We got the Super Potions. There we go. I play it carefully here. This silver fight is nothing to sneeze at. StarChamp says, Scanners was a monster collector where you scanned barcodes to get them. Oh, interesting. Oh, actually, I think I do remember that now that you mention it. Yeah, you just scanned, like, random, like, barcodes and, like, different things that happen. Yeah, for sure. I remember that. That's cool. What I remember is, I remember Digimon had, like, a separate quote-unquote card game, but it was less about, like, I mean, it was an actual TCG, but, like, they also had codes on them that you could use in the Digivice toy. I remember that. I had a whole bunch of those in addition to like what I have from the original Digimon card game. Yeah, I remember those for sure. I think Diaper Kirby knows the one I'm talking about. It's that Digivice. That Digivice had the codes you could put into it. StarChain says the other was a Tamagotchi-style toy where you battle others, and the gimmick was anyone can interrupt battles and fight. Yo, that's super cool. That's super. I mean, that sounds amazing. A lot of that stuff does seem like it's kind of like before its time. Like good ideas that with just like a little bit better of technology could have like actually took off like crazy. Would have been really cool. Ugh, that Meganium took forever to take down. Holy cow. Alright, Haunter is here. We don't have anything for Haunter anymore. We don't have a freaking Psychic type now. What wants to fight Haunter? I guess Reptile? Reptile could fight it. We gotta heal that paralysis off it real quick. So yeah, let's do that. Wait, paralyze heal. Yeah, there we go. Yumi says smartphones being pretty much universal means most of them could easily be apps now. It's true, and I guess that's sort of the problem. Is that like maybe there is stuff like this out there that already exists that we just don't know about because like you know the app stores are quite flooded with all sorts of stuff that's trying to grab your attention. So like maybe there's just something out there that we don't know about. But like imagine a scenario where like you have these things come out like sort of independently, but like with modern technology, right? Like separate from smartphones. I wonder if they would actually be able to take off. Like if someone put in the investment to like finance a project like that, could it actually like take off and be like this big huge thing? It'd be super interesting for certain. It'd be super interesting. Alright, finish it off, Reptile. The oddly colored Sneasel. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Yumi. Yeah, the issue is why carry around another device solely for one game. It's true. It's true. Unfortunately, perhaps it is a concept that is sadly lost in the mid 2000s. Starchamp says Mega Man Battle Network / NT Warrior. Everyone has little sentient internet browsers because there's so much data, and everyone from the toilets to ovens connect to the internet. And yeah. No, that's that's kind of a similar vibe for sure. Dapper Kirby says, I feel peripherals like that are kinda an early thousands relic and wouldn't be easy to fund today. It's true, it's true. It makes me sad though because I find that stuff super cool. Like I'm also the one who still carries around my Pokewalker and like the Digivice and all that stuff. So like I don't know, I would be about it, but I suppose in a modern setting it would be a very niche audience for certain. Before I do this, I'm gonna go heal real quick because we got absolutely savaged by Silver there. Yeah, let me go heal on up real fast. Yumi says, I missed my Pokewalker. I know. I got really lucky. I don't have my original Pokewalker. I had two. I had two Pokewalkers because I got Heart Gold and Soul Silver and the bundle when they came out way back when. But when I used to work at a thrift store. And we had a Pokewalker donated. And I was like, ooh, so like I went and I purchased that. So yeah, I have a Pokewalker now that I keep on my purse. Dapper Kirby says, but the tech deck revival is totes upon us. the tech deck dudes, let's go. Oh man, I actually had a crap ton of those tech deck dudes for like no reason. For no reason whatsoever. Oh, yours went through the wash? Oh, that's super lame. No. I wonder if it did go through the wash, if it would still be salvageable if you just got a new battery for it. Probably not. The mechanics probably got all jacked up. What a shame. What a shame. Yeah, the one that I bought from my old job, the battery was dead in it, but I took a gamble on it. Because they just use like the standard what the heck are they called? The circular batteries, you know the one? They're like flat and like discs. Yeah, so I just used one of those, threw that in there, and yeah, it powers on no problem. Very cool. Oh, you still have it, Yumi. In that case, yeah, you should try it. You can get those like little circular disc batteries for super cheap. So like you should I don't know, you should just like pick some of those up. Unscrew the back, pop in the battery, and see if it'll fire up. That'd be really cool. No guarantee, of course. So it's you'd sort of be taking a gamble on it, but it would be really cool just to get it up and running again. All right. Does anyone remember how to solve this puzzle so that I don't have to spend like 3 hours doing it? I know it's like a really simple order. It's just a matter of just knowing it. That would be really helpful if you wanted to drop that in chat for me, the order here. Okay, but in the meantime, Scramble can stay up front. That's fine. That's fine. Scramble can be first to get to level 37. Sounds like a plan. Open one shutter, another closes, but you can't get where you want. You know, on the topic of little peripherals though, the one thing that I've wanted for so long, and I've seen them at like conventions and stuff like that. I want it really, really badly though. I want the Digivice specifically from the 3rd season of Digimon Tamers. I've been eyeballing them for years and years. They're kind of expensive. I've seen them twice at conventions, and like very nearly blown like the majority of my budget for those conventions, just buying one of those Digivices. I want the Tamers Digivice so bad, so stinking bad. It's such a cool one. Oh, you have the Tamers Digivice, Yumi? Oh, I'm so jealous. Which color? Which color do you have? I'm so jealous. I was gonna say I had the Frontier one. I had the blue and white one, and also the black and red Frontier Digivice. But the Frontier Digivice, in my opinion, is a lot lamer. I want the D-Arc Digivice. Oh, you have the red. That's the one I want. Oh, Yumi, it's not fair. It's not fair. I'll trade you a Pokewalker for it. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Oh yeah, I want that. The red D-Arc Digivice so bad. I really do. One day when I have the money for it. Oh, that's not good actually. No, wait. Scramble. No. Okay, we're good. Whew, oh, that scared me. I was very spooked by that. Okay, Rattata's coming out. Scramble's a little bit on the weak side here. I'm gonna switch into Spia real quick. Yumi says didn't know they were expensive, huh? Yeah, I don't know what they're at. I don't know what they're sitting at these days, but yeah, they're up there. They're definitely up there. Honestly, a lot of old collectibles like that from the it's called the aughts, right? The mid 2000s. Yeah, like stuff like that, like the little figures from the Tamers series. Those are stupidly expensive now too. I used to have a bunch of them, but I don't anymore. And yeah, I've looked online. Toys from that era for those, those like popular franchises, they're expensive now. They're really, really expensive. Okay, let me switch into Blue Jasmine for this next one. Wahaha, confounded by the shutters, are we? I'll let you in on a secret if you can beat me. Cuffing. Alright, drop the Iron Tail. Beautiful, coffee goes down. Yubi says, I posted a picture of the Grimer card. Ooh, yeah, let me look. Oh, yep, that's definitely the one. That's definitely the one that I was thinking of, Yumi. Absolutely. Yeah, that Grimer. I love that one. Yeah, it's very funny. He's just like, ah. What a goofy Pokemon. What a very goofy Pokemon indeed. Yeah, he's so goofy. Alright, ooh, one shot with the Iron Tail feels really good. Well done, Jasmine. Beautiful. Okay, really quickly, I'm gonna go get another refill on coffee. if you guys don't mind, it would be super helpful. Will you guys look up the order for the button so that I can just get through here real quick? I'm just gonna get a refill of coffee. Oh, hey, Espionator, how's it going? Yeah, it is super hilarious, Espionator. Yeah, I love that Grimer. He's just like, duh. Yeah, it's wonderful. Yeah, so I'm gonna go get a quick cup of coffee real fast. Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, I have returned. Thank you again for your patience. Okay, let's see here. Yumi says, I did lose the card that came with that Digivice, but the card itself didn't have any special function built in or anything, if I understood right, so I just used a folded piece of paper as a substitute to swipe the Digivice. Aw, that's super cute. I love it. I love it. Apparently you just flip the buttons here from left to right, so if you don't care about the items, which I don't. Okay, cool. That's perfect. Thank you, Yumi. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Okay, from left to right. So this one, and then this one. Okay, hopefully that'll do the trick. Okay, looks like we got a burglar to fight here real quick. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. They ditched this project before they finished. I'm searching for leftover loot. Well, alrighty then. But yeah, no, I always wanted that Digivice. Like I said, the only Digivice I had was from the Season 4 Digimon, which is the season that I not only never watched, but also don't really like the concept for. Maybe that's a hot take, I'm not sure. I don't care for Digimon Frontier based on, like, what it does to the Digimon formula. But I had the Digivice for it, just because I like Digimon. So yeah. Oh, your brother had the Season 2 Digivice, Yumi. Ooh, that's wild. Yeah, the D3s. That's super cool. He had the... Oh, so we had Cody's. Cody had the yellow one, right? Yeah. TK had the green one, Kari had the pink one, Davis had the blue one, Ken had the black one, Yoli had the red one, and Cody had the yellow one. Yeah. I remember. I remember. I'm a big Digimon fan, in case that wasn't clear, except for Season 4. And I haven't seen any of Fusion, I guess, so that's a whole different animal as well. Dapper Kirby says Frontier was okay as a kid, but that theme song is still a banger. I'm glad that's like the only thing that anybody ever says about Season 4 these days. Anytime we've talked about Frontier, it's always been like, oh yeah, it was like alright, but the theme song's super good. It is a very good theme song, I agree. Look to the past as we head towards the future to reclaim the digital world. Yeah, very good stuff. Very good stuff. Yubi says Frontier Girl who becomes a cute fairy though, which is very goals, though I'm not sure I ever watched it. Yeah, I think her name is Zoe, I think that's the girl's name. She's okay. The Digimon, like, designs are fine. I don't mind them. I just don't like one of my favorite aspects of Digimon in general was, like, the relationships between each of the Digidestined and their respective partner Digimon. Like, for example, Tai and Agumon's relationship is really, really good. So, like, the fact that the Season 4 crew doesn't have partners really eliminates a lot of what I like about Digimon, so it's kind of a shame, because they just turn into the Digimon in that one, and it's not doing it for me. It's not doing it for me at all. But, girl, there's girls in the other seasons of Digimon, Yumi, so it's fine. It's fine. You've got Sora and Mimi and Yoli and Kari and Jerry and Rika. Rika is goals. Rika is absolutely goals. Yeah, anyways. Let's see here. Yeah, Bliss has got the experience share. Yeah, Jasmine can stay out. That's fine. Kari is best girl, says Starchamp. Do I agree with that? Kari is pretty adorable. I do agree with, yeah, Kari is quite adorable. I don't know if she's best girl, though, Starchamp. That's debatable. That's debatable. She is good girl, though. She is very good girl. I agree. Angelwoman is best girl. Yeah. Yeah, Angelwoman is pretty good. Maybe not best girl, maybe best woman. Definitely best woman. Lilymon. Rosemon. Rosemon's pretty good. Did you guys ever watch Season 5? I actually like Season 5. Okay, yeah, let's Dragon Breath. Season 5 was pretty good. It had Rosemon in it, so that's pretty cool. Dapper Kirby says, but can we all agree that Angelwoman is a trash name? I mean, I feel like it makes sense, right? If you got Angemon, you got Angemon, you got Angelwoman. It only makes sense. Sergeant says, is that the one where he punches Digimon? Yes, it is the one where he punches Digimon. That's how he has to get his he has to get his data surge. That's how he does it. Yeah, Marcus punches Digimon to get enough like digital atmosphere around his like aura or whatever to make it so that Agumon can digivolve. It's great. Ooh, Magmar, maybe I shouldn't have stayed in. I think we'll be okay. Maybe not. I kind of regret this. Fire Punch. Okay, we're fine. Whew. Okay, Rock Throw. Startip says, no, Angelwomon and Lady Devimon are great names. They're fantastic names. Absolutely. I mean, they're straight to the point, right? Straight to the point. That's funny. Alright, out to Reptile. Yumi says Angelwomon and Lilymon are just goals. I'm not huge on Lilymon. I don't know what it is. She's fine. I don't know. I understand why you would like her, Yumi, totally, but I don't know. She's just not doing it for me for some. I think maybe it's the eyes. The eyes just aren't my cup of tea, I guess. And they're dating. Nice. Sergeant says he punches Digigod. I love that. Yeah, no. I like Data Squad. Data Squad is actually pretty decent. I think it kind of gets a little more heat than it deserves. I think it's actually pretty good. honestly, maybe this is a hot take. I think that Data Squad is better than Adventure 02, the second season. Yeah, I don't know how many hardcore 02 fans there are out there, but I think that Data Squad is better than 02. And that's saying something because I love Veemon. Veemon is like one of my favorite Digimon. Dapper Kirby says Lilymon was pretty nice to me. Angemon slash Angelomon aren't my type of design, sadly. I really like Angemon, like basically all the Digimon related to that family. I really like the Angel Digimon. They're very cool. But yeah, fair enough, Dapper Kirby. Starship says that's a real hot take. Yeah, okay, so it is a hot take. I wasn't sure. I don't know how much passion there is for O2, so I was not sure because I know that people generally don't care for like the main characters from that show, except for Ken, which I get it. I love Ken myself, but like Davis, Yoli, and Cody kind of suck. So it's just like, huh. Alright, let's fight this lady. SBS says, still not a fan of Magmortar. I think it's largely because it lost its bill. I agree, SBS. I really like Magmar's bill, and Magmortar just looks like kind of a tubby guy with like fire paint on its belly. Yumi says, legitimately though, there's really gay scene in one of the games between Angelomon and Lady Devimon. There's a really gay scene in the anime between Angelomon and Lady Devimon. It's great. Espionator says, speaking of hot takes, I think Feraligatr is the worst water type starter. Sorry, not sorry. Wow, that is a hot take, Espionator. Holy cow. Holy cow, yeah, that's that really stirs the pot for sure. I like Feraligatr, what can I say? This is the worst water starter? I'm trying to think. No, I don't like Empoleon. I like Feraligatr more than Empoleon. Maybe that's a hot take, I don't know. Dapper Kirby says, I'm not a fan of how pot-bellied Magmortar has gotten, but the cannon arm is cool. Yeah, for sure. Samurott? Ooh, Star Champ's dunking on Samurott? I see it, though. I like Feraligatr more than Samurott, too. Although I don't think Samurott's bad. No, don't you be dunking on Primarina, Dapper Kirby. We won't have that around here. I like Primarina. That might be my favorite water starter, actually. Ooh, there's some fighting in here. There's some fighting in here. Probably everything after Sobble. I really didn't like the evolution line, said SBS. Yeah, Sobble. Okay, yeah. I forgot about Inteleon. Inteleon's the worst water starter. Absolutely. 110%. It's the worst one. Yumi says we all know fusing is the gayest thing you could do with someone. It do be true though. Dapper Kirby says Brion is really pretty and cool, but Primarina kind of creeps you out. Why, Dapper Kirby? Primarina is adorable. I love it. I love Primarina. That's a good Pokemon. That's a top Alolamon for me. The only thing that beats Primarina for me is probably Rabombi. Espionator says Samurott is a samurai. Argument invalid. Primarina has a beautiful design and is quite strong too. Feraligatr is ugly as sin and is outclassed by Gyarados. Outclassed is a strong word. I mean, I would probably pick Gyarados over Feraligatr for sure, but I don't know. Feraligatr's fine. Feraligatr's fine. I don't know. That's interesting though. That's very interesting, Espionator. That's a cool debate. Dapper Kirby says Feraligatr's a super cool croc, immediate S tier for show. I mean, I don't know about all that. I don't know. Being a crocodile, I don't think is an inherent victory or anything. But I don't know. Interesting, very interesting debate. Starchamp says Adventure 02 has a lot of issue pacing wise, but between Dark Ocean between the Dark Ocean and the Tail, the Dark Ocean though, such a disappointing like aspect to that show because it has so much potential for intrigue, and then they just do absolutely nothing with it. Every time I've watched Adventure 02, I'm just like, damn it, what if we just had freaking oh shit, what's his name? I don't remember what his name is. The Cthulhu Digimon as like an actual main villain. That would have been so wild. That would have been so wild, but nope, they just did nothing with it. They sent Daemon to the Dark Ocean, and that was the last we heard of it. It's super lame. Let's see here. I'm falling behind on chat. There's so much chat all of a sudden, my word. Espionator says Intellion has a gun, which is hilarious, plus it's fast and hits hard. Yeah, but it's also ugly as sin, Espionator. SPS says, is it because it's humanoid after coming from a clear seal-based animal? In regards to Primarina, I imagine. Yeah, I'm curious as well. Is that the reason, Dapper Kirby? Starchamp says Samurott could be better, but as a quadruped, it isn't doing anything for me. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. Dapper Kirby says, in terms of water starters, Blastoise is equal to Feraligatr is equal to Greninja, which is better than Samurott, better than Swampert, better than Empoleon, better than Intellion. Oh, and then Primarina at the bottom. I don't care for that, Dapper Kirby. I don't care for that at all. Alright, Golbat's coming out. That's fine. Let's see here. Espionator says, the way I see it, if I wanted to use a physical water type with Dragon Dance, I would use Gyarados. That's fair. That's fair. Gyarados is 4 times weak to Electric, though. I'm just saying. SBS says Intellion's biggest problem is that it has nothing going for its design-wise, and it gets comically outclassed by all other fan designs for it on the internet. Yeah, that's actually very, very true. SBS. Dragomon, yes, thank you, Starchamp. That's the one I was thinking of. Dragomon, yeah. Yeah, they could have done some really cool stuff in 02, but they chose to just I mean, spoilers for Adventure 02, I guess, but they chose to, in the end, make the big bad the most popular bad guy from the original adventure. Just like, oof. All right then, and in a way that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever too. It's fantastic. Dapper Kirby said that's probably part of it, honestly. I mean, my least favorite Pokemon designs look too human-like, and Primarina's head is a big issue for me. Yeah, no slander against our trans mermaid Pokemon, Dapper Kirby. I agree with Yumi. Yumi knows what's up. Espionator says true, but I'd like to see Feraligatr survive Thunderbolts and Thunders. I mean, it could. It could. But Gyarados can't. With the right stat distribution, perhaps it could. Yumi says all of the Alolan starters are trans. Wow, that's interesting. Interesting. I never considered Incineroar being among those, but fair enough. Fair enough. SBS says I'd say Samurott is better than Feraligatr. Hear me out. It's got Feral in its name, and it kind of looked like it would be turning into a monster after Totodile, but then it kind of has a half effort in its final evolution. Like, I was expecting something more vicious. I mean, Feraligatr is very tame, I guess you could say. I will agree with that, SBS. Feraligatr's design is very, very tame. But I think you could also say that about any of the starters pre-Gen 3, honestly. Dapper Kirby says, competitively, I agree, Gyarados is better, but I just like Reptiles IRL, and that extends to Pokemon usually. Fair enough, Dapper Kirby. Hey, Bliss hits level 37, very cool. Very, very cool. Yumi says, Incineroar is a trans guy, Decidueye is non-binary, and Primarina is a trans woman. Ooh. Ooh, so is that the secret theming? The secret theming of the Alola starters? I love it. I love it. SBS says Incineroar isn't trans, it's a flat-out mistake. Aww, you don't like Incineroar, SBS? I like Incineroar. Starchamp says, honestly, I think my biggest problem with Samurott is just the fact that I didn't enjoy. But Samurott's from Gen 5, Starchamp. All right, Rocket Grunt got the coughing. Okay, cool. We can blast through this, no problem. Or was that supposed to be Gen 5, Starchamp? That would make sense. Yumi says Samurott is weird. It goes from bipedal to quadruped. Yeah, it's very I feel like there's a lot of designs that do that, and it kind of like doesn't ruin the theming per se. It just makes the theming awkward. Yeah, I like consistency with that sort of thing. Oh, you meant Empoleon. Got it, Starchamp. Got it. Yeah, I'm not big on Gen 4 myself. Alright, give it another Iron Tail. Yeah, Dapper Kirby says, or Gen 4 is so bad it ruined Unova as well. I mean, I wasn't going to say anything. You meant to type Empoleon. Got it. Yeah. Okay, cool. SBS says, still pissed Game Freak can't get past putting fighting aesthetics into their fight. Yeah, it is weird. They refuse to. I guess they just decided like, oh, people really like Blaziken and Infernape. We're just gonna keep that ball rolling. But yeah, it's weird. It's weird. They should really move on from that for sure. All right, cool. Here's the director finally. Dr. Kirby says, as much as I like Sinnoh, its starter trio is kind of middling for me. I agree. I think that they're all pretty middling. Torterra is pretty cool. Definitely my pick for that generation, but yeah, even then, it's just kind of okay. Just kind of okay. StarChamp says, which saddened me. Steel Penguin was great. Empoleon is a good Pokemon. I don't much care for its design though, personally. I think it's a little busy. SBS says Empoleon is okay. I get what it's going for, and it gets that across. And at the time, it was the most dangerous of the starters because of how much it resisted everything. I mean, just pre Gen 6 Steel type is just super busted. Absolutely. Dapper Kirby says, also worth pointing out, it has been over an hour and we're still at the radio. I mean, yeah, I guess you were right about that then, Dapper Kirby. Absolutely. It has, we have been doing the radio tower this whole time. Dapper Kirby says, Empoleon is fine, but easily my least favorite Sinnoh starter design. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, let's hit the Pokemon Center real quick before we proceed up the rest of the radio tower. SBS says, but seriously, why with the firefighting combo? Why? I mean, I think it's a fine enough combo. It just got overused. Like Blaziken is fine. Infernape probably shouldn't have been a thing, but I think most people are kind of fine with Infernape. People really do dunk on Emboar, which makes me sad because I really like Emboar, but I digress. At least we haven't gotten it since. I mean, at least there's that. We've gone 3 full generations now with no firefighting, so that's something. Let's see here. I went the wrong way. Oopsie. StarTeam says Torterra was amazing in the manga, sniping using Razor Leaf. Ooh, sounds cool. Sounds very cool. SBS says, have we not had a fighting grass type? Yeah, we have. Chestnut. Chestnut was fighting grass. SBS says, Emboar better than Infernape. I agree, SBS. Absolutely. Yeah, I love Emboar. I just love pigs. Pigs are like my favorite animal, so I'm all about the Emboar. Dapper Kirby says, Infernape gets a pass because he's generally agreed to have a cool design. Emboar does not have that. I love Emboar's design. I disagree wholeheartedly with the notion that Emboar does not have a good design. I love that design. He's a little pig friend. Yumi says, what bothers me is that we have no firefighting Pokemon that aren't starters. Oh, I guess that's true, huh, Yumi? I didn't even think about that. Breloom too, among non-starters. Yeah, that is true, Dapper Kirby. SBS says, oh my god, I forgot about Chestnut. I mean, I don't blame you for forgetting about Chestnut, SBS. It is a very forgettable mon. Probably the most forgettable of the final forms in Kalos, for sure. Yumi says, Emboar at least goes the bulky route instead of the speed route Blaziken and Infernape have. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bulky Emboar. I like it very much. Alright, let's finish this coughing off. Oh, that feels bad. Oh, that feels worse. That feels even worse, but I think Scramble should live. Unless it crits. Yeah, we good. We good. Way to take a hit, Scramble. Okay, we got a couple trainers here to fight. Let's give Spia some love, shall we? SBS says, honestly, I just want to have the final starter evolution be monsters again. I'm tired of humanoid. I agree, SPS. It would be nice to have some just like, yeah, just some like more animalistic designs, or like some quadrupeds would be nice. Yeah, I agree. That would be nice. Dapper Kirby says, I like Embor's design okay enough. I just think Superior and Samurott look cooler. The Pignite is one of the best names ever, so 1 point for the Tepig line. I love the whole Tepig line. I've mentioned before, Pignite specifically is in my top 5 favorite Pokemon just of all time, so I like it. SBS says Rillaboom was the only saving grace of the latest gen. Rillaboom's fine. It's definitely the best final form, by a long shot in my opinion. Yumi says, I honestly like Cinderace, though. Cinderace is fine. It's weird coming from, as I've mentioned, I'm a big Digimon fan, but Cinderace looks like a Digimon to me, to the point that it kind of bothers me a little bit. Like, it feels like it's, I don't know. It has, like, a certain, like, design aspect to it that looks more Digimon to me for some reason. SBS says, Emboar gets a pass because it reminds me of the Mutant Chamber. I'm not familiar with what that is, SBS, but very cool. Alright, hit it with a Swift. Dapper Kirby says, I actually like a lot of Galar Pokemon, region notwithstanding. Yeah, no, there's some solid designs in there, Dapper Kirby. There's a lot of solid Pokemon in Galar. It's just that Galar itself kind of sucks. SBS says Cinderace looks like a champion. That's what I'm saying, SBS, absolutely. Cinderace looks like a champion level Digimon. I agree, 100%. 100%, that is exactly what it looks like. It looks like it just, yeah, got to the champion level after digivolving. And maybe that is because of my my knowledge of Digimon. It feeling like a champion level Digimon also makes it feel like it's not like big and powerful enough to be a final form. So that's kind of my take on Cinderace. Starchamp says Cinderace is wearing pants. It is. It is in fact wearing pants. SBS says Chamber is a Marvel character whose mouth is a boundless well of energy that he has to cover with a scarf. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I see the comparison to Emboar then. Yeah, that makes sense. Dapper Kirby says, you want to see Digimon? Look at the Sinnoh Legendary Dragon Trio. Lol. Yeah, it's true. They do kind of look like Digimon. I'll give you that one, Dapper Kirby. I'll give you that one. Let me switch into Jasmine here real quick to deal with this Golbat. Yumi says Porygon is the true Pokemon Digimon. I mean, it pretty much is. It pretty much is. Porygon 2 especially, says Starchamp. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I mean, the whole line. Porygon Z is a virus. Yo, Porygon is a data type. Porygon 2 is vaccine, and then Porygon Z is virus. It all comes together. It all comes together. For those who don't know, those are the 3 different types of Digimon. Or at least they were. I think they may have added another one in more recent Digimon, but I digress. Those were what they were back in Adventure. Alright, Golbat goes down. Porygon Z looks like a balloon animal, says Starchamp. It does kind of look like a balloon animal, you're right. Dapper Kirby says Porygon 2 and Z both look like balloon animals, and I love them for it. Yeah, they are very pleasant. They're very pleasing to look at, I feel. They are very pleasing to look at. I enjoy those Pokemon. Alright. Do I want to hit... I was gonna say, is this the last floor before we... Okay, no, there's 2 more people. Do I wanna... I don't have any potions, do I? I don't think I do. Damn it. I guess I should probably run back and heal real fast. I'll try and be quick about it. Damn it. I don't have any potions. Maybe I should pick up some potions as well. Probably not a terrible idea. I don't want to go fighting Archer. Well, I guess it's not actually Archer, but you know what I mean. I don't want to fight the big boss without some preparations here. SBS says, what forgotten Pokemon really needs a regional variant, and what would the typing be for it? Good question. Yeah, that's a fantastic question. I'd love to hear what everybody has to say about that. Yeah, there's plenty of Pokemon out there that could have some really cool regional variants. Absolutely. StarChamp says they added free, variable, and the unknown to the Digimon types. I see, I see. So there's been quite a few additions then, StarChamp. Yo, Flygon, absolutely. Flygon needs something. I wanted it to have a Mega, but since they're done with Mega Evolution now, yeah, give it something. Give Flygon something to its name. Absolutely. Let's see a regional variant for Flygon. Can we get the Yubi says Charizard. Yeah, if only Charizard could have more forms. Gosh, that would just do it for me. Gosh, that would just do it for me. Dapper Kirby says Luminion could make it part ghost, ghost, psychic, or fairy because it's just so flowy. It's true. That's true. That'd be a good one. StarChamp says my Dragonfly baby needs more love. I agree. Although on the note of Dragonflies, regional variant for the Yanma family would be really cool. Yo, can we get the Pink Butterfree? Can we get Pink Butterfree as like an actual Pokemon and it turns out this entire time it was a regional variant? That'd be really cool. Dapper Kirby says an actual part Dragon Yanmega would be great. Yeah, I agree. That would be super cool. That would be super cool. SBS says, I did have an idea for an ice-flying take on Noctowl. When Hoot evolves, I see it get kind of a half ice mask, and that gives it this Phantom of the Opera mystique. Ooh, that sounds super cool, SBS. I love that idea. I love that idea a lot. Yubi says, fighting-type Kricketune? Oh, hell yeah. I'm super into that. I'm super into fighting-type Kricketune. StarChamp says Ice Dragon Flygon in a winter desert region. Ooh, yeah, like a winter wasteland. That'd be super cool. I agree. Dr. Kirby says I've had an idea in my head for many years of a Wobbuffet evolution / form that is part fighting and becomes a boxer instead of a punching bag. Ooh, that's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Dapper Kirby says fund this in regards to the fighting type Kricketune. Absolutely. Yo, fighting type Kricketune, and he gets like the boxing gloves, and like his mustache becomes curled like the you guys know what I'm talking about, like the macho muscle man like archetype from like the 50s. Just be like, come at me, I'll bop you one, you know, like that sort of thing. You know, like bully, you know, that sort of thing. That'd be super cute. Oh, I love it. Someone draw that. Crickitude. Oh, I love it. I love it, Dapper Kirby. Yeah, a cricket with attitude. Absolutely. Oh, come on, Arbok. Can you please let us hit you? There we go. Beautiful. StarTimp says, Yumi, I love the Kricketune in the cold desert region. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Alright, Murkrow. We switch. Let's see who wants to fight the Murkrow. Reptile does. Okay, let's drop the Icy Wind. Beautiful. Murkrow goes right down. The critical hit. Wonderful. Alright, and last, we've got Vileplume. Okay. We will... I didn't actually go get potions, did I? I'm a fool. I'm an utter fool. Oh well. Alright, I'll go out to Scramble then. We'll hit it with Fly. Oh, I like Vileplume. Vileplume's sprite is really nice in this game. It's very solid. SBS says, I did have an idea years ago where Shedinja gets infiltrated by a Mimikyu and the resulting two ghost type inhabiting the same space results in a sort of mutualistic symbiotic relation between the two. Ooh, that sounds super cool, SBS. What sort of typing would that be? Would it just be like mono ghost? That'd be kind of cool. Damn it. Gotta love that Fly, a two-turn charge move, freaking has 90 accuracy, so it has a 10% chance to miss despite the setup needed to pull it off. Feels really good. There we go. Finish it off. Very good. All right, let's just finish this. Let's finish this this last trainer off here. Bliss hits level 38. Very good. All right. I can at very least I can paralyze heal Spia in case we need to send Spia out for whatever reason. But with the low health and no potions, we probably won't. Let's lead with Jasmine. I don't think he leads with the Houndour, does he? I don't think so. Maybe I better not take the chance. I'll put Reptile out front just in case. Oh, you managed to get this far? You must be quite the trainer. We intend to take over this radio station and announce our comeback. That should bring our boss Giovanni back from his solo training. We are going to regain our former glory. I won't allow you to interfere with our plans. Let's go. Rocket Executive. Okay, it was Houndour. Good. I made the right call. Very good. Okay, finish off the Houndour. Very good. Alright, coughing. Stay in and Surf. I think honestly we just sweep his whole squad here with Surf. We should be good to go. Beautiful. And all that Digimon talk has me wanting to. while I was on vacation, I just wanted to throw something on in the background while I was chit chatting with the family and such, and I just threw on the Digimon Adventure, which is super nostalgic for me. All this talk of Digimon in the chat today is making me want to go back and keep watching that, because I do love me some Digimon, let me tell ya. StarTramp says, Neo Team Rocket, find Giovanni, do crimes. Yes, that is what they do. That is what they do. Commit various crimes in hopes of maybe Senpai will notice them. And Senpai being Giovanni. SBS says, I kind of saw it as a bug ghost type, but it was also a kind of palindrome where you couldn't tell which side was the right side until it attacks, and then you see a glimpse of something wrong. It was based off the idea that the assassin bug that wears its victim as a camouflage. That's a really cool idea, SBS, absolutely. I like the flavor that you've injected into it. Very, very neat. Very, very neat. Alright, we get ourselves the Rainbow Wing. Very cool. We can go and get Ho-Oh later on. And we probably will. Honestly, as soon as we get the Master Ball from Elm, I'm holding on to the one that we currently have, so just in case we bump into Entei. But yeah, once we get that Master Ball from Elm, we probably will actually go get Ho-Oh in this playthrough, so that'll be cool. That will be very cool. So yeah, from this point, yeah, we can start heading towards Icefall Cave. We have some encounters to get. I suppose I should go ahead and pull up my list here real fast. I never did actually find another place for Pineco, so I guess we'll just wait on that one for now. But let's see. Oh, actually, how much? While we're in Goldenrod, how much money do we have? Can we afford that Dragonite? Forget how much it actually would cost us to get the dragon, or to get the Dratini out of the game corner. Hold on, let me double check that real quick. Oh, and here I'll give you guys sound again. There we go. How much was that? We might have enough money for it now. Okay, 2,100. 2,100 coins. And how many coins does it cost? 1,000 for 50 coins. So it would cost 2,000 times 21. Hold on, let me pull out my calculator. I know I already did this calculation before, but I do not remember. 21 times 2,000 means it would cost 42,000 Poké Dollars, which we do have. We do in fact have that. So yeah, let's do it. Let's get ourselves a Dratini real quick, shall we? Beautiful. Yeah, we have more than enough money. Very cool. No, 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 no. I don't want the Abra. Oh, good. I'm so glad that it wouldn't let me take the Pokemon because I accidentally hit the wrong button. I did not want the Abra. We already have that line. We have that full line. Let me go deposit a Pokemon in the PC real quick and we'll get ourselves a free... what will be... Because we already have a Dratini. We'll make it our Dragonair. No, actually, let's make it our Dragonite. We'll make it our Dragonite. That'll be cool to have. And we'll temporarily deposit Jasmine. And grab ourselves a lovely, lovely Dragonite. Eventual Dragonite, I should say. Okay. Okay, Dratini, please. Yay! Give a nickname? Absolutely. Alright, what should we call our lovely Dragonite here? I do have a name that I often call my Dragonites, but I am curious as to what you guys might have to say. What sort of names do you guys have for a Dragonite? Dapper Kirby says Dr. Dadbod. Wow, that's interesting. Dr. Dadbod, oh my goodness. SBS says Noodles. I actually kind of like Noodles. That's a really cute name. That is a really cute name. I assume because his little antennae look like noodles, right? They look like little spaghetti noodles. Very cute. Very cute. Ooh, Starchamp says Lancelot. That is a good name. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that one. Thank you everybody for the suggestions. I'm gonna go with Starchamp's suggestion here, Lancelot. That's a solid name for a Dragonite. No questions there. So here's Lancelot. Thank you everybody. Okay, cool. So we got that squared away. Very nice. Let's see what's next on the agenda. We have plenty of Pokemon to go and capture. So very, very nice there. Let's see. It looks like most of the stuff is stuff leading up to Blackthorn. So I guess we could just start heading towards Blackthorn. Sounds like a plan to me. And yeah, with any luck, we may actually be able to take on Claire. Honestly, we might go a little over the 3-hour mark, but I would honestly be fine with that if we decided to just take on Claire at this point. Hit Mahogany. Starchamp says, oh, I almost forgot. Yumi, you asked what AO meant the other day. AO means adults only. I keep forgetting that that's an American rating. Yeah. That is what it stands for. Absolutely. Yep, it's ESRB. ESRB AO. Alright, ooh, hello. I'm gonna fight this guy. We have an encounter on this route. We can get a Lickitung on this route. And I definitely want to get us a Lickitung. For sure. I am rather looking forward to it. Alright, Natu. We gonna bite that Natu. Go bite it. Grr. Alright, what do we got next? Kadabra. Ooh, we gotta give the experience share back to Pippo, huh? Let's go into... I'm tempted to Fury Cutter with Beedrill, but probably not a good idea. Let's go into Scramble. Oh shoot, I also gotta go get Jasmine back. Oopsie. That's my bad. We'll go drop off Lancelot real quick and get our Steelix back. I was gonna say, something feels off here. Alright, Kadabra goes down. Very good. Okay, let's see here. Pull this off of you. Give it to Pippo. Okay, and then we will go back and drop off Lancelot. Alright, and withdraw Jasmine. There we go. Now we can function properly. Okay, good. But yeah, let's go get ourselves a lovely Lickitung. Oh, actually, do I have Pokeballs? That's kind of important. 7 Great Ball. I kind of want more, and we don't have. We still need to get potions. So yeah, let me real quick before we pop in for that Lickitung. Let's head over to where I guess Olivine would be the best mart. That's kind of weird, but yeah, I guess it would be. Oh, you have hyper potions. Good. Give me hyper potions. Give me like 15 of those. Cool. And yeah, we'll get some Great Balls. Give me like 10 of those. No, let's get like 15 of them. That sounds good. Very, very good. Now we will scurry off. Ooh, I gotta write down that we got that Dragonite too, huh? Let me do that real quick. Dragonite. I gotta update the Discord. I always, if I don't write it down, I will forget to update it. So yeah, very important. Very, very important. Alright, now back to Mahogany Town. We can go get a chunky little Lickitung to add to the collection. It should be the only thing that we can actually catch on this route, so we just gotta scope it out. So hello. I guess we're gonna fight this guy first, though. Rhyhorn. Beautiful. Alright, who do we want to fight this Lickitung real quick? Scramble. Scramble will do it. That sounds solid. Do some rearranging here real fast. Alright, cool. Into the water we go. Come over here, pick up this item. Max Revive. We'll probably sell that. Probably, maybe, or I'll forget. One of the two. Hey, ask and you shall receive. There's our lovely little Lickitung. Alright, let me Sweet Kiss. We missed. Feels bad. Let me Encore you into Defense Curl there. That'll do just fine. Sweet Kiss. There we go. Alright, we'll hit you with a Swift. You've got a couple of defense curls up, so you definitely shouldn't die to that. Not even close. Get a couple more Swifts off, and then we'll throw a ball at it. And this will be just a Lickitung, to be clear, not a Licky Licky. It will be just Lickitung. Assuming we catch it, of course. Let me try Great Ball. Ooh, let me switch that so that it's not... I don't like having the Master Ball as that first slot because I might dead brain pick Master Ball. Definitely don't want that. SBS says, thank goodness Pokemon don't exist in the real world because you know a lot of sick people would force their Pokemon to do some skin crawling stuff, and then we've all known about it via the news media, Lickitung especially. Oh no! Yeah, that is That is unfortunate, SPS. Yes, you are right. People don't deserve Pokemon, let's be real. People just in general do not deserve Pokemon. Alright, we have a female Lickitung here. I am open to some nickname suggestions. We've used Lickitung a couple of times in the past, and it's a great Pokemon. Like, it's actually really good. Ooh, Taste Bud. Oh, that's cute. Can I make it one word? I kind of want to make it one word, if that's okay. Taste Bud. I like that. I like that. Good suggestion, Dapper Kirby. I will take that. Taste Bud. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. I like it. That's cute. Thank you, Dapper Kirby. Appreciate it. So yeah, we got a Lickitung. Wonderful. Let me write that down. Lickitung. Very good. Alright, onward into Ice Cave, where we can get yet another encounter. We have either Jinx or Swinub to get, so that is what we will be after if we go up in there. Hold on, there's some trainers I want to fight, though, real quick. I do want to fight all the trainers because we're about to take on the final gym leader, so having, you know, as much XP as possible is advised. Absolutely. SBS says I was gonna go with Buddy. Buddy is a good name. Actually, coincidentally, I mentioned that I had a name that I use for Dragonite. I usually call my Dragonites Buddy. I don't know why, but he does kind of look like a buddy, right? But it could easily apply to Lickitung as well. Starchamp says, I love how they figured out how to compress the data for Gen 2, and instead of adding more accurate sprites to the party screen, they added the Kanto region. I know, right? I mean, it's impressive that they were able to do that. Like, holy cow. On a freaking Game Boy Color cartridge, they jammed basically what amounts to 2 full games in there, which is, I mean, not 2 full games per se, because there's nothing to do in Kanto, but it's still impressive, right? It's an impressive piece of tech. Absolutely it is. Ooh, that's a very awkward-looking Bellossom. Hit it with the Sludge Bomb. Beautiful. Goes right down. Spia putting in the work. Alright, let's put Spia out front. It is definitely his turn. Fight this guy. I can tell you're a good trainer by looking at you. I'm good at Pokemon and I can see that you are too. Well then, thank you very much. I do have 7 badges under my belt. Ooh, Charmeleon? Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate for us. Beedrill ain't trying to fight Charmeleon. Sorry, Chief. Alright, out to Reptile. Starship says looks at Dapper Kirby and Emerald. Alright. Charmeleon goes down from the surf. Definitely, definitely. Alright, beautiful. Level 38 on Reptile. Learning Slash? I guess I could get rid of Headbutt. I don't think we need it anymore. Yeah, sure, I guess. We can always buy it again if we really, really needed it. But yeah, might as well. High crit chance is nice. Probably better than potential flinch. Alright, and then we got this bird brain up here, am I right? I'm pretty sure this guy's a bird keeper. Alright, I'll put Jasmine out front. We'll get Spia to level up when we can, for sure. Do you know about the legendary bird Pokemon? Perhaps I do. Perhaps I do. I have perhaps heard of them. Alright, Pidgeotto. The rock throw off, very good. SBS says, what the hell is a Pokemon Emerald? You see, it is a Pokemon franchise game that released in 2005, I think. featuring Rayquaza. I don't know. Am I missing? I might be missing the joke here. I like Pokemon Emerald. It's a pretty good game. Alright, another trainer down. Into the caves we go. SBS says, but yes, going to see Kanto after the time skip is awesome, and the final duel is the best. Yeah, I mean the red battle is really, really cool. Like what a cool like bit of like flavor and lore for the series to have. Absolutely. We are due for an encounter in here. Let me I guess let me grab that real quick. Hey, there it is. Jinx is a Pokemon that we need. We do in fact need a Jinx, so here it is. Let me find it. Lovely kiss. That puts me to sleep, doesn't it? Aw, that's super lame. Dapper Kirby says, the Battle Frontier is a different beast than the post-game content. I mean, that's a good place for endless battles, but I mean, in terms of, like, new areas and plot to explore, it should have been more clear. Sorry. Yeah. I think I may have missed your initial message there, because I was kind of curious where the Pokemon Emerald talk came from. I think my chat just didn't update properly. But yeah, if we're talking about post-game, yeah, Gen 3's post-game is a little bit rough around the edges, which is very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. Come on, wake up. Wake up, Jasmine. Dapper Kirby says, also, Emerald's my favorite Pokemon game, so I love it despite the lack of new post-game areas compared to other gens. Yeah. The Battle Frontier is cool. Like you said, Battle Frontier is cool if you're into battling, but if you're into, like, just, you know, seeing new things, meeting new characters, doing that sort of thing, it doesn't offer a whole lot for that. The most you get is you can go into that Smeargle cave, and that's about it. That's about it. Are you serious? Oh my god. This Jinx. This freaking Jinx. Alright, I'm done with this game. Well, then again, I don't have a whole lot of better options. Whatever. I think I have a full heal. Yeah. SBS says, remember that time when Ruby and Sapphire remakes didn't have the Battle Frontier? Awesome stuff, really. God, I think what was particularly egregious about that SBS was that not only was the Battle Frontier not there, they teased it, and they were like, oh, it's coming soon. Yeah, exactly, Dapper Kirby. It's coming soon. And it never came. God, that's so frustrating. Jasmine, put your glasses on, for Christ's sake. Thank you. Ugh, goodness gracious. I was getting salty there. She missed 3 times in a row. Every time I actually landed a hit and wasn't frozen or asleep. Ugh, my word. Okay, cool. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to get all salty. StarChamp says, Dapper Kirby, no worries. I was just confused when you said Gen 2's scope was, Gen 2's scope was bigger. Yeah. Let me throw a Great Ball at this Jinx. Come on, Jinx, stay in the ball. Dang it. I would actually like to get a Jinx, because this is the only place in either Gen 1 or Gen 2 that we can actually get one to use in either Gen 1 or Gen 2, so I would like to get it. Believe it or not, there is nowhere in the Foreverlocke challenge in Gen 1 for us to get a Jinx, because the only Jinx in Gen 1 is the one that you trade for, which we're not allowed to do traded Pokemon. So if we want to use a Jinx in Gen 1 ever, it has to be the one from this cave. Fun fact for you guys. Okay, hopefully this is enough. Got a bit of a timer with that bind. Hopefully you'll stay in the ball now, Jinx. There we go, beautiful. Got ourselves a Jinx. I am open to nickname suggestions for Jinx. I have no idea what to call it. No idea whatsoever. The human shape Pokemon. Yep, obviously a female Jinx, because Jinx is always female. What to call it? What to call a Jinx? I did have one named Madam at one point, but I don't know if I'll go that avenue again. Oh, come on. I mean, I knew someone would go that direction, SPS, for sure. I mean, it's not intentionally. It's not intentionally racist. It was a coincidence, I think. Let's see here. Maybe I will just call it Madam again. That's a pretty solid name, honestly. Madam. Ooh, not Madge. There we go. Madam. There we go. Madame. There we go. That's fine. We'll just go with my default name. That works for me. Alright, let's scurry on through. Can I remember the order here? Maybe not. Ooh, ice puzzle's my favorite. Oh, here we go. Cool. Oh, wait. Nope, just kidding. Tee. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I think this is... Wait. Oh, shit. I don't remember. Oh, no, I'm stuck. I hate ice puzzles. I really do. Dapper Kirby says, I get you. That's actually one reason I like Gen 4, specifically Platinum, so much, since it has both a new island and a West of Victory Road route to explore, and a brand new big battle frontier. Yeah, Platinum is definitely the best of every situation there. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. I am stuck. I am stuck again. I feel like I didn't get stuck the last few times we did this cave, and here I am getting stuck in this cave this time, which is super lame. Oh wait, here we go. Here we go. This is it. Boom. Beautiful. Nailed it. I think this is waterfall, so we gotta grab that real quick. Maybe, if I can remember how. Yeah, here we go. Cool. I got it. Mission accomplished. Oh, there's the Swinub. We could have caught that too, but we got the Jinx instead, so that works. I gotta write that Jinx down. Hold up. Jinx. Excellent. Fervent applause. Thank you, Starchan. Thank you, thank you. I try. SPS says, what is Sword and Shield's best at? Like, does it do anything best mechanically? No? I can't think of anything that it would be considered the best at. Like, even graphically, it's not that great. So, good question. Good question, SPS. I don't know. It's hard to say. Oh, we gotta teach them the strength. I forgot we had that on our Mew before. Alright, Jasmine, I guess. Oh god, what to get rid of though? I use all of these. I guess Bind, just because it's not that good. I just it was useful for catching Pokemon, but oh well. We need strength, and I don't want to teach it to Reptile, so that will have to do. Do a little bit of speed up through these strength puzzles as well. You gotta be careful though. Wait, I think I screwed that up. Hold up. Gotta go down this way, I'm pretty sure. Wait, that's too far, I think. Hold up. Okay, there. 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 Okay, yeah, we got it. We got it now. Dapper Kirby says the same thing Gen 6 and 7 were quote-unquote best at. It doesn't add any new mechanics, but there are some new moves and abilities and snappy 3D fights that make it the most polished Pokemon gameplay yet. No new gimmick not included. Yeah. Fair enough. Fair assessment, Dapper Kirby. Yeah, Sword and Shield are fine. They are fine. Fine at best. Yeah, I think that is a solid take. Run away from the Zubat. Run away from the Golbat. Bam, and then just a straight shot into the hole. Wonderful. push this one left. Up, 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 and then right. Oh dang it, I didn't push this boulder all the way, so I gotta go all the way around. Damn it. Alright. All the way around we go. I forgot that I had to push it all the way to the outcropping there. Makes sense. Alright, final one. Very good. Grab this item real quick. Max potion. Ooh, we can't carry it. Feels bad. Alright. We still have the amulet coin on Scramble, right? Yeah, we do. Okay, we can toss this other amulet coin then. We only need one. We're only allowed to use one anyways, so just get rid of it. There we go. Got a max potion. Beautiful. Oops, didn't mean to go through the ladder there. No! Dang it! I know how to control video games, I promise. Okay, boulder. 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 There we go. Mission accomplished. Ooh, Rock Smash though. We don't have... I think that's just a Never Melt Ice anyway, which we already have. We are not worried about it. Oop. Can't go that way. Screwed up there. I think we gotta go up the stairs here. Oops. And then down. Yeah, there we go. Do I want that item? How much do I care? I don't think I care that much. I'm just gonna go. We're just about at the 3-hour mark, but I'm still determined to fight Claire today, so I wanna venture forth ASAP so that we can go fight Claire. Yeah, here we go. Oh, okay, one last swine up for the road. Wonderful. Dapper Kirby says, I say gimmick not included at Mega Z Moves Dynamax since none of those have stuck around in all games since their debut, making them seem like one-off mechanics that replace the old one since Game Freak didn't think that they were going to keep, didn't think they were worth keeping for some reason. It's really weird, right? With Mega Evolution, that felt like it was just going to be a thing from now on, right? We were just going to periodically get new Mega Evolutions and it was going to be great. Although there weren't new ones in Sun and Moon because they were so worried about Z moves, they still kept the Mega Evolutions, right? Yeah, so it's kind of a shame, because that really is the coolest of the quote-unquote gimmick mechanics that they've introduced. So yeah, kind of unfortunate there. Let's see here. We have some encounters we can actually get real quick too. Maybe do I want to save them for tomorrow? I wonder. I guess I could if we just want to fight Claire like right now. Yeah, I guess we should. I'll go ahead and say, yeah, I'll save the rest of the encounters for tomorrow. That sounds fine. Real quick, I just have to run to the restroom really quickly, and then I think, yeah, we're just gonna do it. We're just gonna go take on Claire. We're a little bit under leveled because I think she's at level 40, but we're not that far under her. We've got Icy Wind on Feraligatr, so that should be pretty good. We have other options as well, so I think we can take her on. I think that is a solid plan. So yeah, real quick, I'm gonna go on standby one last time for today while I run to the restroom, and then we will take on the 8th gym leader, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, stay tuned. I shall return. Okay, I have returned. Thank you very much for your patience once again. But yeah, let's go do this thing. We've let's see, we got the medication, right? We've got the hyper potions. Yes, beautiful. A max potion. All of our Pokemon are healed up. Yeah, I think we should be. I think we should be able to take Claire on with little to. I mean, we don't necessarily have anything specifically for her Kingdra, which is a little bit troublesome, but hopefully we can make something work. I think that we have the potential there. Definitely, definitely. Let's see, who do I want out front actually? I guess Jasmine is fine. We'll fight some of her gym trainers. Alright, Dratini. Alright, give it, actually, having strength is nice. That's actually a decent thing to have here. SBS says, so why is Galarian Mr. Mime so blessed? Are you a fan of Galarian Mr. Mime, SPS? That's really interesting. I am indifferent towards it myself. Alright, Dratini goes down. Dragon Rage really did give us kind of a scare there for a second, but we are in good shape. We'll have to switch though. Definitely not trying to take more Dragon Rages. Let's see. Reptile? Yeah, I think Reptile. Well, I was gonna say, how do you feel about Mr. Rhyme? Mr. Rhyme SBS, I'm curious. Slash. Ooh, is that a crit? Nope. Wow, that wasn't a crit. Holy cow. Holy cow, no, it just does good damage. I can appreciate that. SBS says, I really like Galarian Mr. Mime because it reminds me of an old black and white cartoon. I guess I never really thought about it that way. Yeah, I guess it does kind of have that vibe, doesn't it? Very, very cool. Makes sense with the whole Charlie Chaplin evolution, so very, very neat. Okay, God, these Dragon Rages while I'm paralyzed really do kind of make me nervous. Come on, Reptile, get in there. Beautiful. Not quite enough to kill, unfortunate. Let me heal up real quick. God, if these little baby Dratinis are giving me trouble, God, I'm a little bit nervous for Claire, I gotta say. I am a little bit nervous. But hopefully with the right amount of luck and stalling out, we can take her on with no issue. Alright, very cool. Let's see, what level are Pippo? Pippo still hasn't hit level 38. Good lord. Okay, well we will wait to take off that experience share then. But yeah, let me run over here and heal once again. SBS says Rhyme is okay. I get that he's basically Charlie Chaplin, but it just straight up basing it off of a human kind of makes it less interesting in my eyes. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, I guess you could argue that it's not necessarily specifically based on Charlie Chaplin. It could just be based on, like, you know, that sort of like time period and like vibe, but like, I mean, come on, let's be real. It's basically Charlie Chaplin. That, like, he was the one who was notorious for the, you know, that sort of thing. So it's just like, yeah, I don't know. I see what you mean. I'm very indifferent towards those Pokemon. The one interesting factoid I have with them is just the idea that Galarian Mr. Mime is evolves from regular Mime Jr., which I think is kind of interesting. We go through rigorous training under Claire. I can't afford to lose. Tough cookies, my dear. Tough cookies. Cool trainer Fran. Got the Seadra, okay. That is actually not great for Jasmine, so let me go ahead and swappy out. We'll go into, I think Spia can fight it. SBS says Mime Jr. just copied the culture around it, and that influenced its evolution. Yeah, I mean, I guess that does make some sense. SBS, yeah, I kind of like it. I kind of like it. It's an interesting case. Obviously, this is super specific, but I find it pretty fascinating myself. I found out that Mime Jr. is the only Pokemon that when I added Gen 8 to the Foreverlocke challenge, it's the only Pokemon that shifted state from being a Pokemon that is capable of evolving only once to being a Pokemon that is capable of evolving twice. Because regular Mime Jr. is always capable of evolving twice into Galarian Mr. Mime and Mr. Rhyme. So it's the only Pokemon that like actually changed like the ruling as far as the Foreverlocke challenge goes, because I can only because one of my 6 Pokemon team has to be capable of evolving twice. Well, before I added Gen 8, Mime Jr. would have been a Pokemon that only evolved once, so it wouldn't have counted for that slot. But now it does because of Mr. Rhyme. It's just I don't know, obviously super specific to my challenge here, but I thought it was interesting. This Seadra is giving me a little trouble here, I gotta say. Give it the slash, Reptile. Bia hits level 37, very cool. Pippo just will not level up, will you? Come on, Pippo. Okay, what am I doing here? Okay. We want this one then. I can see it. I see the path forward here. Okay, one more. Gotta fight this guy. It's not as if we all use Dragon-type Pokemon. Does that mean that you're gonna use Seadra also? That makes me sad. That makes me sad. Okay, Horsey, that I think that Jasmine can fight probably just fine. I wouldn't even be surprised if it just goes down in one strength. Okay, 2 strengths is fine too. Water gun, we'll eat that up. We will eat it up. That shouldn't do too much damage. Yeah, we fine. Alright, Horsey goes down. Eat water! Yes, Star Champ, eat water. I agree. I agree. Let's go into Scramble. Smoke screen, that's really annoying, which means that our fly is, knowing my luck, our fly is guaranteed to miss now. Despite the odds suggesting that I should... Ooh, I forgot about Twister hitting while you're flying. Actually, totally forgot about that. Okay, cool, we do hit. Very good. Ooh, that did, like, no damage, though. Oh, hold on. I know I keep going out into Reptile, but Reptile's, like... Reptile's good. Dapper Kirby says Steelix looks like the kind of guy that that eats dry scoops of protein powder and brags about it. Yeah, I could see it. I could see it. He does kind of have the vibe for that, Dapper Kirby. I agree. Ooh, that was a crit. Okay. SBS says, oh wait, you need an incense to get Galarian Mr. Mime. Oh, really? So can you get regular Mr. Mime and Galar then? Is that how that works? I've never dabbled much with that family, so that's fascinating. Oh, cool. So you can get regular Mr. Mime there. How interesting. How very, very interesting. I did not know that, SPS. I've only played oh, Pippo finally leveling up. I've only played the Galar games or Galar game. I've only played Shield first off. But I've only played Shield the twice through. Once in my own time and then the one time on stream. So, yeah, I'm not very familiar with a lot of the new Galar mods and like how to acquire them, like how they level up and all that stuff. So, SPS says, not gonna lie, they missed when they didn't call him Elder Rhyme. Ooh, I do kind of like that. That sounds cool. Okay, cool. So Pippo hit level 38, which is great. I'll go ahead and pull the experience share off. And man, we've taken a lot of damage across the team here. I'm gonna need to heal. I hope it doesn't make me reset the strength puzzle. That would be very, very annoying. But I really do want to go heal. Well, hold up. Before we do that, I think there might be a couple of trainers that we still need to fight. Okay, we don't have to fight that. Oh no, just kidding. Okay, cool. As long as we've done the strength puzzle, we don't have to fight the rest of those trainers. I think I'm gonna go ahead and skip them. Yeah, so yeah, I'll go heal, and then we will finally fight Claire. And that is in fact how we're going to wrap up today's stream. I do believe we will fight Claire and then call it there. Assuming that nothing crazy goes down here with Claire. Tomorrow is like basically definitely gonna be the finale of Gold, so that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Yeah, I was gonna say, assuming the playthrough does not end here with Claire defeating us, tomorrow will be the finale. So very, very good stuff. Very, very good stuff. I think we can come out on top somehow. I do believe. In fact. I'm gonna put Reptile out front and hopefully just be able to Icy Wind our way through those Dragonairs. So I guess it's hard to say if that strategy will work fully, but hopefully it will. Okay, yeah, it looks like... Wait. I think the boulders stayed, actually. I think the boulders... Yeah, the boulders did stay. Very nice. That's very convenient for me. That's very, very convenient for me. I don't have to do the puzzle again. Wonderful. I wish more gyms did that. Oh, there is one more trainer here. Okay. You snuck up on me there, you sneaky, sneaky girl. But that's okay. We should be fine. We should be fine. I shouldn't have to run back, I don't think. Dratini. Let's see if a Never Melt Ice boosted Icy Wind will take care of you. Wonderful. Worked wonders. Oh dang it, I forgot to pull the experience share off. Oops. Okay, Dragonair. How much damage does Icy Wind do to you, my friend? Ooh, it's a crit. I think crit mattered there. I actually do. I actually do think it mattered. Alright, let's pull that experience share off of Pippo. Oh, the storage was full. I was gonna say, I could swear I pulled it off, but yeah, okay, that makes sense. In that case, I guess we can just HP up. Here, Reptile, enjoy. Now I'll pull the experience share off. Okay, cool. Here we are, everybody. I'm gonna save. The final gym leader of the Johto region is upon us. We shall do this, and hopefully come out of here with the Rising Badge. I am Claire, the world's best Dragon Master. I can hold my own against even the Pokemon League's Elite Four. Do you still want to take me on? Fine, let's do it. As a trainer, I will use my full power against any opponent. Yes, I do have the Never Melt Ice on Reptile, Dapper Kirby. It's been on like basically the entire run. Oh, hey Geeky Bat, welcome. Welcome, welcome. We're just taking on the final gym leader here. That's how we're going. Dragonair. Yeah, hopefully never melt ice boosted icy wind here will do the trick. It's everything except for Kingdra, of course. Okay, yeah, 2-hit KO. That feels good. Probably a Thunder Wave. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. We've got some Paralyze heals, so we should be okay there. Dragon Breath. Very good. Alright, what you got next? Okay, we can stay in. StarChamp says, why was the Rising badge not the flying gym badge? Yeah, I agree, StarChamp, that would make sense. I guess for the same reason that the Cobble badge in Sinnoh is not a rock gym, it's the fighting gym. Even though Cobble is like rock. It's like, huh, alright. Oh, Thunderbolt. Oh, I was not expecting that. Okay, Reptile's fine. Oh, that spooked me for a second. My word. None of that, please. I almost switched into Togetic there. I'm kind of glad I didn't. Hold up. Let me heal up. Let me heal up. That was really scary. Alright, Reptile back up to full. Another Thunderbolt. Kind of figured. Luckily it's not stab, so it's not doing a whole lot of damage. As long as it doesn't crit, we should be fine. Perfect. Seriously? Oh my god. Alright, heal back up. You guys know the rigmarole by now. Stop being lame, Claire. I guess I could spend a turn quickly removing that paralysis. I guess I will. I don't know. Of course, knowing my luck, I'll heal the paralysis, and then she'll get that 10% paralysis from Thunderbolt. Just you wait. Just you wait. It's coming. Or switch into Steelix. I guess that's an option, but I'm kind of worried that it's gonna have Surf. Okay, cool. All right, let me heal up again. Yeah, I mean that probably would be a good play though. I'm pretty sure it has a water move though. I'm like 90% sure it will. Don't paralyze me. Okay, good. Icy Wind. Okay, 2-hit KO once again. Speed Fell. Thunder Wave. Okay. Okay. Here, I guess I can look at the leader decks. Does her Thunderbolting one have... No, it does not. Well, no, it does. No, the only one that had it is the one that does not have Thunderbolt. So yeah, okay, yeah, we should be safe. We should be safe then. Yeah, I will go ahead and switch. Switch into Jasmine. Okay, and I can take the opportunity as well to go ahead and heal up because it doesn't have a whole lot for the Steelix. I will Paralyze heal Reptile and get it healed back up with Hyper Potion. That should actually be relatively helpful. Yeah, all it can do is Dragon Breath. Which is not a whole lot of damage. Very good. What am I doing here? Okay, Potion. And then we can actually give our Dragon Fang boosted Dragon Breath right back at it and hopefully finish it off for a clean switch into Reptile if we want to. Don't paralyze me. Okay, good. Okay. Dragon Breath. Ooh, not enough to kill. Yeah, that That special attack is doo-doo butter. I'm kind of predicting a hyper potion or something to that effect at this point, but I will just go for let's go for Iron Tail. Okay, cool. Well, never mind. Dragonair goes down. All right, here. Oh, Kingdra's coming out. Okay. What do I want to do against this Kingdra? Huh? Do I just try and just go balls to the wall with Reptile? I guess. I guess that's the best play. It doesn't have anything that specifically deals with Feraligatr. So yeah, I guess so. I could try to go out into Spia and drop like Sludge Bomb and hope for poison damage, but it's definitely not guaranteed by any means. Yeah, I'm gonna go into Reptile. Hopefully we get a couple of crits with Slash or something. That would be nice. Icy Wind would be neutral. We could theoretically lower speed. But I think I'm going to go for the crits. I'm going to go for the crits with Slash. Come on. Come on, Reptile. Get him. Smokescreen. Misses. Very nice. There. This time it hits. Yep, okay. One Smokescreen is all it takes to make me miss, let me tell ya. Ooh, there's the crit. Nice. Surf. We'll eat that up. Ain't too bad. As long as we can get another Slash off, we should be actually fine. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Kingdra goes down. Oh, and I was worried. I was worried. Very cool. Very cool. Reptile hits level 39. Alright. Last Pokemon. She's got the Dragon. That's weird. I don't think I've ever seen her not save her Dragonair for last. That's really interesting. That is very interesting. Let's see. Does her other Dragonair I don't think has Surf either, so we could probably just go out into yeah, we could just go out into Jasmine and absolutely wall it. Alright, just hit it with the Iron Tail. It's neutral Ice Beam. I think we'll be okay though. Yep. I will go ahead and heal, of course. Ooh, good damage with the Iron Tail. Yeah, and I was worried. I was worried. Nah, Claire's going down like an absolute chump. I guess it's just because she has given me trouble in the past as far as Nuzlocks go, and we didn't have anything that was specifically, here to deal with the Kingdra. But yeah, Feraligatr and Steelix combo together with this run, and yeah, made it relatively easy for us. So that's very good. That is very, very good. I am a fan. And finish off the Dragonair. Boom, boom, baby. Jasmine hits level 38. Beautiful. Geeky says, I do like Kingdra, one of my favorite dragons. Kingdra is a good Pokemon. Kingdra is a very, very good Pokemon. The typing is really good. It's actually kind of busted, honestly. The typing is just really, really good. It covers one of Dragon's few weaknesses, which is really cool. And then Dragon covers most of Water's weaknesses. So it's just a good Pokemon. It's a really good Pokemon. I won't admit this. I may have lost, but you're still not ready for the Pokemon League. I know. You should take the Dragon User Challenge. Behind this gym is a place called Dragon's Den. Go and bring me the Dragon Fang from deep inside the den. Then, that is the test to be accepted as a true Dragon User. If you can do that, I will accept you as a worthy trainer. Until then, I won't give you a badge. Alrighty then. Well, yes, we will be heading to the Dragon's Den then on tomorrow's stream. This is where we're gonna go ahead and wrap up. We made stellar progress today. Oh, I can add the gym badge to the layout. Hold up, I remembered this time. The final gym badge of the playthrough. Wha-bam! There's all 8 badges on the layout. Very cool. Very, very cool. And yeah, we will. It is definitely official. Like, there's no question in my mind. Tomorrow is going to be the big grand finale of Pokemon Gold. Oh, I guess that's technically true, Star Champ. I don't technically have the gym badge yet. Alright. I guess I'll pull it off the layout then. You are correct, Star Champ. I don't technically have the 8th badge. You're right. You're right. Okay, well we will get the 8th badge. Oh, that's really funny, actually. We will get the 8th badge at the start of tomorrow's stream then. Oh, that's funny. Um, but yeah, so we will be finishing off. Yeah, Star Champ getting technical. It's true. It's true. Blame Miss Jerky Jerk. Yeah, that's true. Claire, why you gotta be so tsundere in here? Um, but yeah, so we will be finishing up the Pokemon Gold playthrough tomorrow. Game plan is go get our badge. We'll probably go catch Ho-Oh with the Master Ball. We will begin making our way up north towards Victory Road, go through Victory Road in a hot second, and then take on the Pokemon League, and after that, do a little bit of the post-game. So that is the game plan for tomorrow. I think that's all perfectly reasonable to fit in tomorrow's stream, so tomorrow will in fact be the finale. So good stuff, good stuff. Star Champ says technically correct, the best kind of correct. It's true, it's true, Star Champ. But yeah, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I'm going to go make some breakfast. I'm excited. I'm excited to get some foods in me. So I hope all of you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take it easy. Have a good one. Momentai, if you will, for all the Digimon fans in the chat. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Have a good one, everyone. Bye-bye.